Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we are at Prairie View High School Gymnasium. Welcome to the Prairie View Buffaloes live stream network, and tonight's matchup between the visiting Lady Trojans of Osawatomie and the Lady Buffaloes of Prairie View. I'm Cameron Johnston here to give you the play-by-play. Alongside me, James McCarthy, to give you tonight's color analysis. This is a 3A Burlington Sub-State Pioneer League matchup between two rivals, James.
Yeah, absolutely, Cam. Crosstown rivals.
You
it's
bet.
The people that you see at the grocery store. It's that, rivalry, that you want. We're either cross county and we're just in the other county, but we're so close, 20 minutes away. The Trojans are here in town. They came to town for our Lynn County tournament at the beginning of the year. They got the best of us from both standpoints, from the girls and the boys. The boys and girls, I understand it, went back to Osawatomie.
Got redemption.
So we're all 1-1.
We're 1-1 with the girls tonight and the boys matchup.
So let's see if we can't break that tie with the Buffaloes coming out on top in both games and the girls tip it off here tonight, Cameron.
Osawatomie's got more of a better schedule, better record.
Yep.
Both boys and girls than us, but again, we've proven we can take them.
Yeah.
8-11 is the girls' Lady Trojans, and then 5-14 are our girls' Buffaloes team, and so. It should be a competitive matchup tonight. These two teams know each other well.
Yeah, Kevin, you hit the nail on the head. These girls come in, Trojans are 6th in the league, and the Buffaloes are 8th in the league. So real close as far as, in the standings. I think both teams are pretty well matched, pretty even matched as far as height, the amount of underclassmen, things like that. So it should be a really good game. Either one of these teams could be 8-11 or 5-14. Just kind of flip the records back and forth. It's just kind of indicative of the way that both teams have played all year, and hopefully the Lady Buffaloes can come out on top tonight.
Well, we're looking forward. Lady Buffaloes in recent past have been a little injured. They've been a little sick with the flu like everybody else in this world.
Absolutely.
But hopefully we're coming back with a healthy roster tonight. We're going to turn it over to Tracy Conda, our public address announcer.
Could we get Jennifer Moore and Kennedy Baker to get happy? Jennifer Moore and Kennedy Baker. I see you over there, Jennifer. It is these ladies' birthday. So we're going to play happy birthday to Jennifer Moore, who is 29, and Kennedy Baker, who is 16.
Oh, that's Jeff Russell, our band director for the great Prairie View Marching Buffalo Band, doing a little happy birthday.
He does such a good job, and we speak highly of him on all of our broadcasts. All the way back to the football broadcasts that we've done. He's just such an amazing job coming in and really revamping our musical department. Just can't thank him enough, and I can't be lucky enough to have that
Absolutely.
guy in Prairie View Green and White.
Rock on, Jeff Russell.
Absolutely.
All right, now we're going to turn it again back over to Tracy Conda to do our pregame festivities.
Prairie View Buffalo. In accordance with the Kansas State High School Athletic Association and Prairie View Schools, we would like to remind all in attendance this evening that this is an educational event, and the practice of good sportsmanship is encouraged and expected by us. The Kansas High School Activity Association and Prairie View Schools appreciate your support of interscholastic activities and its principal objective. Now, would everyone please rise and please celebrate this great nation of ours while the Prairie View Buffalo Band, under the direction of Mr. Jeff Russell, plays our national anthem. Excuse me, we're going to have Caitlin Davis sing the national anthem. Even better.
Stripes and bright
Well, that was Peyton Lutton Davis.
That was great. Senior cheerleader.
Homecoming queen.
Absolutely.
You
very,
got her.
Very nice rendition of Star
And a
Spangled
great
Banner.
family, too, the Davises.
Absolutely.
All right, here's our starting lineups from Tracy Condon.
Wearing number 3, a 5'7" junior, Allen Legan. And for the Buffaloes, wearing number 31, a 5'1" sophomore, Braxton Steinbrook. For the Trojans, wearing number 4, a 5'4" senior, Sydney Boo. Number 20, Ashlyn Kempy. For the Buffaloes, a 5'7" senior. Number 13, Emily Brewer. And for the Trojans, a 5'9" senior. Number 32, Jaden McGinnis. And for the Buffaloes, a 5'5" senior, number 54, Irish Ingram. They're coached by head coach Jamie Butler and assisted by Natalie Moore and Brian Brown. The Buffaloes are coached by Justin May, Rick Newman, and Tyler King.
There you have it, Cam. The starting lineups for the Prairie View Buffalo girls, the Osawatomie Trojan ladies. Cam, another lineup change for Coach May. Again, he's the man over there. He knows what he's got going on. Ashlyn Kirkpatrick, a 5'8" senior. Abby Kellerman, a 5'9" senior. Emily Robber, 5'7" senior. Braxton Steinbrook, a 5'1" sophomore. And Irish Ingram, a 5'5" senior.
And they'll be going up against Allie Lagasse, 5'7", Sydney Boo, Maddie Ballou, Ashlyn Kemp, and Jaden McGinnis. And we're ready for tip-off. And there we go. Emily Robber was the one to tip it off for the Buffaloes, but the Trojans get it back, and there's a shot from 3, no good. And rebound Braxton Steinbrook.
Good work in there by the Prairie View Buffalo girls, cutting off that baseline and getting that offensive or the defensive rebound there. Nice job, Braxton Steinbrook.
And Ashley Kirkpatrick has it, gets it over to Steinbrook. Steinbrook drives, looks back out for Robber, and over to Ashlyn. Back to Robber. And looking to set up the motion offense off the pick. There's Braxton almost for 3, but decides not to. Goes to Kirkpatrick, gets it in to Abby Kellerman, and then a shot by Kirkpatrick, no good.
Yeah, good work by the Lady Buffaloes there.
Yeah, Abby Kellerman was in good position for the rebound.
Yep, and Ashlyn Kirkpatrick made a good move at the top of the key to shed her defender. Just couldn't convert there.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
Yep.
Good shot.
Not gonna be upset with that shot.
Prairie View's going to get the ball on the loose ball out of bounds, so they'll take it out. We've already got an official here at the score table talking something, so we'll see what that's about. May have a starting lineup issue.
Yeah, we're definitely looking
got
at
a
a
technical foul.
potentially if the lineups don't match what they turned into the official scorekeeper at the beginning of the game. We'll get it sorted out here momentarily.
Head coach Jamie Butler for the Osawatomie Trojans, and of course Jesse May, Brittany Newman, and Fallon Peak are the coaches for our Buffaloes.
Neither of the coaches, Cam, are at the scorer's table now. The referees are trying to figure it out. It looks like they got it figured out now.
I think we're good. Now they may just even call a different, there is a technical foul we're going to shoot, and it's going to be on Prairie View.
Yeah, that looks like we had a somebody go out on the floor that maybe wasn't turned in, and I can see the scorekeepers making the corrections in the scorebook, so that'll give Osawatomie, like you said, a technical shot.
First shot is up and no good. It's Maddie Ballou at the line. All these girls are familiar to me after calling them last year. Most of these are returners for Osawatomie.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of these names are familiar because we know a lot of these people.
You bet.
We see them, like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, in grocery stores or gas stations around
That's
town.
right. That's right. She missed them both, but here's Osawatomie with the ball. We still got no score with 1 minute gone here in the first.
So no harm, no foul there. We just got to tidy up those lineups maybe at the beginning of the game.
There's a drive and a shot up, no good by Lagasse. And hustled by Maddie Ballou, but it's out of bounds to the Lady Buffs.
Yeah, Kellerman had a good rebound there and got knocked out by Ballou there, but then out of bounds, so we'll retain possession.
Here's Ashland to bring it Kirkpatrick, and she will be fouled. They call her offensive.
Yeah, so Cam, it's
With an
we
elbow.
talk about getting that. When Osawatomie is coming up on that press, we've got to get that back to the middle of the court. Otherwise, we risk dribbling it on the sideline right there, just like what happened.
Kempfy up top. She gets it over to Lagasse. Inside to McGinnis.
Girls got to
And
close
here's
out in this
Kempfy.
defense.
And there's McGinnis now for three off the mark.
Good position.
I'm sorry, that was Allie Lagasse who shot that.
Yeah, good position there by Ashland Kirkpatrick on the rebound.
Stainbrook now at the top of the key for the Buffs. Looking to run this offense over to Kirkpatrick and inside. That's what we
There
need
go.
right there.
That's
Abby
where
Kellerman.
Absolutely, Cam. That's where your offense needs to start, right there in Kellerman down low. Good job by
We've been saying it all year.
We have. So she is their spark plug. Get that offense going, then you can spread it around and get the guards involved as well.
Another three-pointer off the mark. Rebound Ashland Kirkpatrick.
Good again. Good rebound there again by Kirkpatrick. Good position had her defender boxed out.
And there she is for three. No, off the mark. Between her and Allie Lagasse for Osawatomie, they're not afraid to throw up those threes.
No, absolutely not. You know, Kirkpatrick again, not upset with that shot, especially when she's wide open. She can hit those. So definitely for Coach May, that's an asset to have somebody down low and outside.
Kempfy tried to get it into Ballou and threw it out, so it's going to go to Prairie View. They're up 2-0, 5:38 here to go in the first.
And you can see Jamie Butler, Coach Osawatomie, has her girls up in that full court press. We've got to keep that ball in the middle of the court.
Well,
There we go.
the story's out, but then you've got this right here. This is a good way to break that press, but not quite going to fall for Kellerman on that one.
The girls did a good job there. Kellerman just got to hit that little chip shot. It'll be all right. They'll knock the rest off and start hitting those.
Here's a fake and a drive off the mark by Lagasse. Rebound, whistle.
They're going to get either Ingram or Kellerman on the foul there.
So it's going to be Jaden McGinnis at the line to shoot two. I think they got her on the foul on the shot.
Sorry, Ashland Kirkpatrick picked up the foul.
So that's Ashland's first and our team's first. First shot up.
Not bad,
No
Cam.
good.
We usually have about 3 or 4 fouls by this point in the first
Right.
quarter.
Right. Yeah, it looks like it does look like we've kind of calmed down a little bit.
Yeah. Yep.
To start this game.
Definitely playing an under control basketball game. Looks like we're determined, and we have a good idea of the game plan Coach Jesse May has got drawn up.
Robert got it over to Kirkpatrick to Stainbrook. So Osawatomie's now 0 for 4 from the line.
We got to limit our unforced errors, Cam. That was Stainbrook tried to get it over to
Unforced turnover right there.
Absolutely, over to Robber, and Robber just couldn't quite get in control there.
Again, it's senior night, so we're going to see some seniors playing, and it's good to see Emily in there getting some
absolutely.
time.
You got number 54 Irish Ingram in there, and then our traditional seniors Kirkpatrick and Kellerman.
Right. And there's another three-pointer. It finally goes. That's Allie Lagasse. She's not afraid to shoot those.
Yeah, they can keep throwing them up. They're going to eventually hit some of those, so we've got to close out in that 2-3 defense that we're in.
Full court press broken by Prairie View. Here comes Braxton all the way to the hole, and they're going to get her on the floor.
Good take by Braxton Stainbrook. Took it right to number 32,
Jaden McGinnis. Yeah.
Very good aggressive play. I like that from the sophomore.
That was on the floor, so it'll not be a shooting foul. Prairie View to take it out under bounds.
Get in there,
Here's
Rob.
Robber for three, no good. And now we've got a tie-up underneath.
So that'll stay with Prairie View on the possession arrow. Nice play there by the Lady Buffaloes to tie that up.
3-2's our score, 4:29 to play. Osawatomie leading here in the first quarter. And there was Abby Kellerman underneath. She's
good attempt there. Good inbounds play. Kirkpatrick to Kellerman. Again, we just got to hit those inside shots.
Maddie Ballou gets it outside for another three-pointer from McGinnis. No good. But Osawatomie gets it. And it's Ashlyn Kemp on the top. Kempfy.
Prairie View back in their 2-3
ball.
zone.
They're going to call it to Prairie View.
Yeah, every time they're trying, the Lady Trojan are trying to get into 32 Jaden McGinnis, but the Buffaloes keep clamping down with that 2-3 zone. Good job, quick hands, and they haven't been able to get a lot of shots off inside. The Trojans, that is.
Now again, they look calmer on this full court press, and they're beating it tonight.
Yep.
There's Robber on the other side. Gets it into Irish Ingram.
Good
up
job,
and in.
Irish. Nice job. Good
Irish, the 5'5" senior.
That's right. Good to see her get some action tonight. Definitely
You bet.
Senior night. Good job, Irish. Gotta like that name too. I'm a fan of the Irish last name, McCarthy.
Same here, Johnston.
There you go.
There you go.
So maybe we'll have an MVP tonight with Irish.
And there's Lagasse again from the corner, no good.
And there's
Rebound to Irish. And a tie-up. Could have been a call.
Yeah.
But they'll go with the tie-up.
Ina Burnett right there got Ingram tied up. So good play by the Lady Trojans there. And Ingram's got to get that ball and then get it out quick.
So Osawatomie to inbounds underneath. 4-3, Prairie View leading here in the first.
Make sure we close out on our defense. Right there, we need to be somebody need to be jumping out.
There's another three, Sydney Bowie.
We got to close out on those corners, Cam. Our low post players have to jump out on those outside shots.
6'4", here looks for the press break, and they had Ashlyn been able to get that, she might have been able to get it down to Abby Kellerman, who was wide open.
Again, keep it to the girls have to keep it to the middle, and so not get trapped on the sideline.
Ashlyn Kirkpatrick to inbounds. Pressure from the Trojans.
Up down low. There we go.
There's Kellerman with the ball. She fakes, she drives, and they're going to call it for traveling.
Hey, but that's exactly what we need to do. Kirkpatrick recognize it right off the inbounds play, it down into Kellerman. Again, keep just pumping it down inside.
Abby's our girl. 5'9". She's just sophomore.
Yeah.
But she's tough underneath when she's on. And Osawatomie now with the ball. It's Allie Lagasse over on the opposite side. Moving the ball around now.
Good close out by Stainbrook. That's what we need to do on defense.
But there's a wide open three from the top. No good by Bowie. And rebound to Robber.
Nice play by Emily Robber there.
And now, here we go. We find
get in there.
Abby Kellerman misses the shot, puts it back up, misses it again. Gets the rebound, puts it back up, goes in.
Nice job.
Abby Kellerman.
2 offensive rebounds and the third shot went there. Good job.
Boy, and that was the toughest shot.
Yeah, right over the top of the defender.
Now, driving was...
Now Kellerman comes back and gets the block.
Yeah, on Lagasse. And here comes Prairie View. Braxton bringing the ball down, gets it back in to Kellerman. Kellerman's shot off the mark.
I think Kellerman's feeling tonight, Cam. That's all right. Just run that offense through her.
Rebound to Burnett, and she gets it off to Lagasse.
Close out. Good job, Ashlyn.
Osawatomie wanting to take that three.
The girl at Prairie View's closing out a lot better now.
No good. Rebound, though. Up and in, nope. And it's rebounded to Ashlyn Kirkpatrick.
There we go. The girls are playing good fundamental basketball to start this game tonight, Cam.
We're tied at 6 with 1:30 to play here in the first. Agreed with you, James. Agree on that.
We just need to run this offense, get the picks, set the picks, let the offense come to you.
Kirkpatrick to drive. Whistle on the floor. It's going to be... I didn't see who that was on. I think it's on Sydney Bowie.
Yep. So that's one foul for her, and Jaden McGinnis has the other. Only 3 fouls in the game total so far.
Yeah, we've got some rotation. Several girls in for Osawatomie now.
Same lineup for Coach Jessie May.
There's Kirkpatrick with a shot, no good. Rebound by Lagasse. She's going to bring the ball down herself.
I like everything Prairie View's doing tonight, except we just got to be patient on those inside shots.
Another three, no good by Kempfy. And here comes Robert to the bucket. She's fouled. They're going to give her 2 shots.
Yep, nice take by Emily Robert. That's what you have to do. That's what you expect out of your senior leadership, and Emily's giving them that boost tonight.
You bet. Allie will step to the line, shooting 2. We're tied at 6 with 1:05 here to play in the first.
Ashlyn Kemphy, number 20, picked up that foul for the Trojans.
Third team foul for them. First shot is off the mark.
Yeah, again, good to see a lot of these seniors off the bench tonight, getting some good minutes. They're playing a pretty good game.
I agree.
And then sprinkle in a sophomore, Braxton Steinbrook. So she's also doing a great
Second
job.
one up, and the sophomore Kellerman.
Kellerman's a senior.
Is Kellerman a senior?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they've got her listed. Okay, I'm reading the wrong thing.
You're reading her number instead of her
Yeah,
her
reading her
grade?
number. So what's the matter with me?
I wish she was a sophomore.
Yeah, don't we both?
A couple more years.
Well, when I said that, I thought, wait a minute, she's been around too long.
Yep.
Braxton Steinbrook now with the ball. Gets it in to
Good
Robber,
feed.
and it's good.
Good feed by Braxton Steinbrook to Emily Robber underneath.
8-6 is our score, 30 seconds remaining.
Steinbrook just waited for the defense to give her something, and she took it. Very good job.
Very good job. Ashlyn Kemp now.
A closeout. There we go. Good job.
Boy, they like to get that outside shot, though. They're looking for the outside, and there it is. And off the mark by Kemphy, but rebounded to Osawatomie. 11 seconds to play here in the first. And Steinbrook with the loose ball forces it, but back to Osawatomie, and there's a foul.
Nice job by Kellerman there to try to cut off that lane. Just a little bit too slow to come over and cover.
That was Avery Dempsey who went to the bucket for Osawatomie. Should shoot 2.
But again, foul. Again, Cameron, 2 fouls with just about 1 second left in the first quarter. Not bad for the Buffalo.
Not bad for the Buffs. And again, 0 for 5 now from the free throw line are the Lady Trojans.
So maybe it's not such a bad thing that if we get a few fouls tonight.
They seem to be wanting to kick it out to Lagasse and Kemphy a lot for the threes.
Those long threes that we've got to close out.
And 0 for 6, but there's a rebound on the buzzer, no good. It was attempted by Tanya Johnson.
Yeah, good job by number 34 there. She's a 5'6" senior, getting good position there inside of Kirkpatrick and able to get that last shot off.
So our score is 8-6 Buffaloes here after 1, and you gotta be happy with the way things are going now for the Lady Buffs.
Yeah, if I was Coach Jesse May, I wouldn't change a thing. I would make some minor changes as far as our offense. Just give it a couple more, passes around the perimeter. Get it inside, don't rush the shots, and then on defense, make sure we're closing out on a three-point shooter.
You bet.
That's that simple, I think.
Very, very well put. And this game's always important, but this is even more important because we only have 2 games, including this one, left in the regular season. We start sub-state next week.
Yeah, we host the Wellsville Eagles Thursday, same time. Girls game tips off 6:30 or
6 o'clock.
Boys game tips off at 7:30, like our normal schedule.
Be with us on the Buffalo Network. We'll be here Thursday night too. This is Cameron Johnston here with James McCarthy, and we're having fun tonight.
Yeah, buddy. Crosstown rivals Osawatomie in town.
Senior parent night.
Senior night. The house is slowly getting packed tonight. The herd is definitely being loud over there. Let's see if we can't bring home a win for both teams tonight.
Lady Buffs take it inbounds here to start the second quarter, up by 2. Stainbrook with the ball.
Yep, same lineup
got
for
picked.
May. Sorry, Cam, didn't interrupt you there.
Lagasse picked her, and then Stainbrook fouled her on the shot. No problem.
Yeah. Stainbrook, they lost the ball, so then Stainbrook was the only one back.
Frustration foul.
A little bit of frustration, yeah.
But at the same time, it's an easy lay-in, so,
You don't want to give them that. Put them on the free throw line.
They're 0 for 8 now on the free throw line, I believe it is.
I hope you didn't jinx it, Cam.
Yeah. Good. Allie Lagasse.
You're safe for another free throw.
Allie with the miss. That's kind of been the story for Osawatomie right now. She hits the second one. That's the first one tonight.
1 for 9 tonight as Osawatomie.
Including the technical foul, which isn't up there.
Absolutely.
And trying to break the press, but a turnover, and all the way down with an open. Oh, she lost the ball.
See,
it was Maddie Ballou.
Cam, the Buffs are doing a good job on the press break. What they're doing, though, is kind of throwing nonchalant passes. They have to make them more crisp. And quicker. So, And then they're doing the right things in the right spots.
Well, they're staying calmer. Braxton over to Ashlyn, and this is what we were talking about.
Get in there.
Right in
nice
to
job,
our
Abby
girl.
Kellerman.
Our senior Abby Kellerman.
Again, Kellerman's finding herself wide open in a lot of situations, but because Ashlyn Kirkpatrick is breaking that press, the girls come up from Osawatomie, double team, she dumps it down to Kellerman. Nice job.
Moving the ball around now. Down 3 are the Lady Trojans. And we've got a whistle. Jaden McGinnis with the ball.
Yeah, they're going to get Stainbrook there again. A little bit too aggressive on the hand checking.
And we've got some girls coming in for Prairie View.
But I like, again, a sophomore Braxton Stainbrook. She's aggressive. I like how she plays. She takes that ball to the rack every time. You can't fault her for her aggression out there for Coach May.
Absolutely not. You got Brooklyn Moore coming in, Julia Paisley coming in.
Yep.
And Abby Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, absolutely. That's another good lineup for Coach May. Julia Paisley, good to have her back tonight. She was fighting the flu last broadcast.
Yes, she was. And Allie Lagasse with the put-in. Nice scoop up and in for Allie.
Yeah, the Osawatomie contingent want a foul there. But
And here comes Abby Kirkpatrick with the shot. Missed it. Goes back up. No good. Abby Kellerman with the rebound. No good. No call. Foul.
yeah,
And it's...
Abby got hit on the arm on that second shot. But
She did.
such is life in the we'll let you play game.
Kempfey with the ball now, top of the key. Gets it off to Lagasse, and Allie drives. Shot, no good. And there's a tie-up underneath between Kirkpatrick. And it looks like Jaden McGinnis.
Yeah, that'll stay with the Trojans. But again, a good position by Ashlyn Kirkpatrick, the senior, down low. Had that ball and threw her defender to the ground there. So
Underneath, 10-9 now, Lady Buffs lead. And we're going to get a traveling call.
I saw it too. I was wondering if they were going to call that.
Maddie Ballou looked to make a fake and go to the basket and just took an extra half step there.
Yep. I think Brooklyn Moore right up in her face didn't help either. So good defense there by Brooklyn Moore.
And here we go with Abby Kirkpatrick with the ball. Trying to break this press. Does.
Good job.
Gets it over to Brooklyn Moore. Back to Kirkpatrick. Over to Moore. Takes off the pick by Kirkpatrick, and then there's a tie-up. It's going to go to the Buffaloes.
Yeah, that's what happens, Cam. When you bring that ball down, then it gives the defenders an opportunity to grab onto it. We got to keep that ball up. Don't stop unless we're ready to pass or shoot.
So Moore to inbounds underneath their own basket for the Buffs. Gets it out to Kirkpatrick for three. Bang!
Ashlyn Kirkpatrick, like we talked about, Cam. You leave Ashlyn Kirkpatrick wide open on the top of the key like that, she's going to bury a lot of those.
She's got a nice follow-through shot, nice clean. Looks like she's been taught well.
Absolutely. And she's a senior to boot, senior night. Nice connection there.
So Prairie View now pressing. And we've got a 13-9 lead. Here's another one from Kempfey, no good. Rebound Lagasse, tries to go up. There's a whistle. Looks like they're going to call a tie-up.
Yeah, or a jump ball. That's a third here in 4 possessions. That'll stay with the Trojans. Good defense there by Kirkpatrick.
13-9's our score. Lady Buffs on top. 5:49 to play in the first half.
In their zone defense. There's Julia Paisley.
Paisley's going to go on, and she backs out, gives it to Kirkpatrick. The loose ball. Kirkpatrick gets it back to her sister Abby. Abby, top of the key, looks over for Moore.
There's Kellerman inside that we're talking about.
Kellerman, jump shot, and
there.
it goes in.
Abby Kellerman.
Rattles in for Abby.
Yeah, she's having a good night. She's got 8 points now.
The lead is 6 now for the Lady Buffs. Kempfey picks up her dribble. Got to get it over the timeline, and a timeout called.
Yeah, Coach Jamie Butler's over here calling time. She knew that 10-second call was getting ready to come out from the referee.
Well, you really got to like Prairie View and where we're at right now in this first half. Up 6, 58 I'm sorry, we got about, 3 minutes to play?
Yeah,
Close to it.
In the first half. And Kim, you're absolutely right. The aggression, the energy, the ball movement, the defense, it's all above average right
less
now.
Less team fouls, less turnovers.
Yeah, just their all-around game. They're really clicking on all cylinders, and hopefully they can just keep this going, keep the foot on the gas pedal, and really run this lead up a little bit.
And don't forget, folks, following this game, we've got the boys starting at 7:30.
Yeah, that's going to be a good matchup as well.
Sure is.
Again, our crosstown rival, Osawatomie Trojans in town. You don't like to let them leave with any wins coming off of Prairie View.
Boy, these are bragging rights for years. Of course, Prairie View had it in football.
And now ran the table.
Now we're tied at 1-1 on both the boys and girls.
Yep.
So bragging rights for sure. And these two teams may see each other again.
Yep.
Or these 4 teams, I should say.
Absolutely.
In the sub-state. So here comes Osawatomie. Kempfey with the ball. Gets it over to Allie Lagasse. Lagasse looking to drive. She does. Up, no good. She gets her own rebound and loses it to Brooklyn Moore and off to Abby Kellerman. Kellerman to Paisley. Paisley looks to drive. No good. Over the back, though, they're going to call Brooklyn Moore.
Yeah, Brooklyn Moore there. They're on the push. You know, and I like the way the referees have been calling this game so far. You know, only 8 fouls in the entire game, letting them play.
Right.
Normally it's 8 fouls per team by this point in a lot of games we've done this year.
You are absolutely right. A cleaner game, except now we've got a whistle and it looks like it's going to be Paisley again.
Yeah, we're definitely racking up the fouls. But maybe we shouldn't have said something.
Right. 4:44 remaining. That's the 16th foul for the Buffalo. So the next one is a 1-and-1 for the Lady Trojans.
And hopefully that won't come back to hurt us with their free throw percentage right now for the Lady Trojans tonight.
Lagasse over to Bowie to Kemphy inside to Jaden McGinnis. Gets it back to Lagasse.
Good job by the Lady Buffs. Are closing
There's
out.
Kemphy for 3. No good. Rebound to Brooklyn Moore.
Good closeout by Moore there, and then
bringing
got
the ball
rebound.
down. You bet. And there's our girl. Abby Kellerman gets fouled underneath, and that was the right thing for.
Yeah, number 20, Ashlyn Kemphy is going to pick up her second foul there, but a good foul.
A good look up court for Brooklyn.
Kellerman was getting ready to put in point number 10.
And here's Abby's first. And looks a little bit.
She was fouled.
Yeah, looked a little bit hard there. She needs to get a little more arch on that, a little more touch.
Yep, Ashlyn Kirkpatrick comes off the court. Looks like they brought in Emily Robber back off the bench for Coach May.
To rob some minutes. And next one's up,
see
no
what you
good.
did there, Cam.
Yeah. Pretty witty, huh?
I like that.
Lagasse comes down now for Osawatomie. 15-9 our score. Lady Buffs on top. 4 minutes to play here in the first half.
Buffaloes have stayed in that 2-3 zone, which has been successful all night.
Lagasse into McGinnis. Back to Lagasse for 3. Off the mark.
Good
Rebound to Kellerman.
Yep, look ahead.
Looking up ahead. Finds Paisley. Paisley up.
In there.
Julia Paisley.
That's great having her back. She runs that court so well.
She sure does. And there she's Brooklyn Moore with the steal.
Another
trying to take it to the hole. No good. Rebound to Osawatomie. But good pressure defense, and there she is again. And they're going to get Brooklyn with the reach in.
Yeah. You know, a little bit of fast and furious. That's going to be Moore's second foul. But a fast and furious pace there. Maybe just kick that thing back out and run her offense.
And they'll give her a break to give her a seat. Riley Boone comes in, the sophomore, 5'3" sophomore. A good substitution right there by Jessie May.
And a good, you know, Brooklyn Moore picked up foul number 2, but it's because she's aggressive. She's out there, she's moving her hands, she's moving her feet. That's just going to happen when you have an aggressive player like that.
And it's Lagasse at the free throw line.
Yep,
she hits the first one, 17-10. Yeah, it's hard to see with those ponytails. She hits both of them. It's a 17-11 game now. Prairie View on
get
top.
That thing up the court. Come on, girls.
And not a good press break there as Osawatomie takes it. And then it looks like Maddie Ballew's fouled on the shot, so she'll go to the line. And they're going to call that one on Abby Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, first foul on Kirkpatrick. You know, it just looked a little discombobulated when, you know, we've got to get a couple more ball handlers up there in the front court. And right now, it's a lot of post kind of forward players. Here comes Steinberg, just as we say that.
Yep.
That's what we need to. Nothing against the girls that are out there. It's just if you've got specialized players that can bring the ball up the court and you put them all on the bench, you know, you're going to have some trouble getting that ball up the court.
Maddie Ballew hit 1 of 2. Rebound to the Buffaloes. Paisley with the ball. Looks over to Stainbrook. Stainbrook looks to run the offense. Gives it over to Paisley. Looking in for Rauber.
Nice move by Emily.
Almost, but off the mark. Rebound, Osawatomie.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, they got it into the post. Not a bad shot.
Drop that in off the square, you have yourself another bucket there, Emily. That's nothing wrong with that. I like how the girls got it inside, though.
Lagasse to Dempsey. Dempsey drives. Gets it over to Rosalind Johnson. Back over to Dempsey.
Yeah,
to Johnson.
Got away with a walk there.
Sure did. Johnson drives. No good. Over the back rebound. And back to Lagasse, who hits a 3. That was from Maddie Ballou. Kicked it out to Lagasse for a 3.
That's a dagger. The Trojans got away with a couple of turnovers there that never got called, but, such is life.
Suddenly it's a 2-point game. Buffs on top. There's Braxton Stainbrook for 3 off the mark. Rebound Lagasse for Osawatomie, and there is Robber to call a tie-up.
Yeah, I saw
they call a foul?
They called
They
foul
called a foul on that.
Yeah, she had all ball there, but again, that's Emily's first foul.
Got her 2 big girls, Ashlyn Kirkpatrick and Abby Kellerman coming back in for the Buffs.
Yeah, Riley Boone and Julia Paisley take a seat.
And here's Lagasse again at the free throw line. First one up, no good. Rebound to Robber.
Get it to your point guards. There you go.
And Robber throws it away. Down underneath, up and in. Maddie Ballou. And now we're tied. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. And there's an overforced turnover. Trying to get it to Kirkpatrick at the half-court line, and maybe the Buffs could use a timeout, settle this down for the last 2 minutes of this half.
Yeah, we've got to stem this tide a little bit right now.
It was a 7-point lead for the Buffs.
The Trojan ladies are playing a really good game right now. They're getting all loose balls. They're causing turnovers. And
we've got another technical foul.
Technical on Coach Jesse May. He wasn't liking that there wasn't any turnovers or fouls called on that last possession. And I can't say that I blame him, Cam. I'm watching the same game he is.
Second technical foul already for the Buffs here in the first half, and it's Lagasse at the line, shoots it and makes it. And for the first time now, it's a lead for the Lady
Yep. And we knew
Trojans.
this was the kind of game that we were going to get tonight. A real close, competitive, aggressive game. Both crowds are here and into it. Both sides are filling up and getting fuller by the minute. That's the kind of game we're going to have tonight, Cam.
You bet.
It's exciting.
Stands are starting to fill up. Okay, so the Trojans have the ball up 1 with 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Working the ball around. You know, they like to work outside that arc.
Yeah, they do. They're out there just planting up, posting up.
Lagasse loses a little bit of control of it. Gains control. Johnson with the ball, and then she gets it over to Ballou, who misses the shot. But rebound again to Osawatomie. There's a three backed up, and it was Rosalind Johnson on the three. Here's a whistle.
Yeah, a couple of aggressive plays. I think either the Osawatomie lady fell down or she got fouled. It didn't get called, and it was, again, fast and furious here, and the Buffaloes end up picking up their 10th foul. That's
Maddie Ballou at the line.
2 shots the rest of the way here in the quarter, or in the half, excuse me.
And now they're starting to sink their free throws, so a 2-point lead now here for the Lady Trojans. 1:29 to play here in the half.
Ashlyn Kirkpatrick is the one who picked up the foul there. That was her second foul of the half, so we want to make sure we keep it to 2 or less.
You bet. Kirkpatrick gets it down. Now, we've seen the same press break play, and Osawatomie's picking up on it.
Yeah, we've got to make adjustments. We've got to get that ball back to the middle of the court where they keep trapping us here on the side, and then they double team and we try to break away for a post play.
They look for Kirkpatrick and then they look for Kellerman,
yep.
And that's they're starting to see that at the half court line.
So another Trojan player is coming over on the help, and they're getting the ball. Number 15 there, Aina Burnett did that this last time. Very smart by her.
Ashley Kirkpatrick off of the pick from
good position
Abby
by
Kellerman, but underneath Ingram with the rebound, and they're going to call a tie-up. I think that stays with the Buffs.
Yeah, good job by Irish Ingram there to get the rebound. Got to go up quick because she's down in the trees down there.
Yep.
Ingram only comes in at 5'5", so all the Trojan players down there are 5'8", 5'7". Got to get that ball back up quick.
Kellerman to Kirkpatrick to Stainbrook. Stainbrook looks inside to Irish Ingram. Back out to Ashlyn. And Kirkpatrick steps back for a three. Oh, no, off the mark. Rebound, Trojans.
You know, Ashlyn looked for Irish down low. Irish picked it back out, and Ashlyn had the shot for
not
there.
a bad shot.
Yep, we'll take it. We need those to foul. We'd have been tied up, but we play on.
Johnson gets it over to Lagasse for three from the corner. Good. 25 seconds to play. It's 23-17 now. The Lady Trojans have built up a lead.
Yeah, they're starting to get on fire. They're hitting their free throws and they're hitting their three-pointers. So
well, starting to get a little too fast and furious for the Lady Buffs.
yeah,
And now we've got a whistle on the floor.
and a little chippy as well, which again we'd expect from this.
We would expect that.
from these two teams.
And that is on Sydney Bowie, her second for the Trojans. And here come the Buffaloes. Braxton Stainbrook, top of the key. Gets it over to Ashlyn Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, we got to move around, girls. The Buffaloes
Running the motion offense. Gets it in to Abby Kellerman, no good. Kellerman gets a rebound, tries to put it back up, no good. And that'll do it for the first half.
Yep.
The Buffaloes were up 7 and now find themselves down 23-17 here in the first half, James. I think it got a little fast and furious here about the last half of the second quarter for the girls, the Buffaloes.
Yeah, got fast and furious, and that caused the Buffaloes to kind of get off their game a little bit.
Forced turnovers.
Forced turnovers. We stopped going inside. We weren't breaking the press as easily as we were before, and so Osawatomie took advantage of that. They started playing better and then making those adjustments, and Prairie View kind of did the opposite.
Well, they did. Prairie View did the same thing the entire half in terms of press break. Like I was saying earlier, getting it across the court here, half-court line, to Ashlyn Kirkpatrick and finding Abby Kellerman is the plan. But that's all we've stuck to. So hopefully Jessie May is going to go in, make some adjustments on the press break, try to calm the girls down a little bit. Because once you get these girls, and we're young for the most part, once you get these girls in the front court, playing fast and furious, they can tend to be a little turnover prone.
Yeah, you're right, Cam. We gotta just do things just a little bit different. You know, especially that press break. We talk about it time and time again. Keeping that ball in the middle. If we get it to the sideline, it's an immediate trap, and it causes a little bit of confusion. So let's keep that ball in the middle. That gives us more options, either left or right, for whoever gets the ball in the middle, and then you can take it in and get a pretty decent shot. So
very well said.
Yeah.
Good game tonight. We've got two great matchups. The boys follow tonight at 7:30, so stay with us for that one. But both games very important, as I alluded to earlier. Each team has one game beyond this, and then the season's over, and Sub-State starts next week. So,
and Cam, I want to give a shout out here while we're at halftime of the girls' game. Bodie Eisenhower, Chance Girlman, Hunter Boone, and recently added Noah Nordgren have all qualified for the state wrestling tournament this year out in Salina, Kansas.
Congrats to them and Coach Vandeventer.
Absolutely. And then there's more.
Yeah, there's more.
Prairie View has a girls wrestling team now, and they're pretty darn good. Copenhagen Browning and Kylie Eastwood also qualified for the state tournament, the state wrestling tournament on the women's side of it. That'll be out in Salina as well.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is first year, isn't it?
First year for
our lady wrestlers?
Yep, for Prairie View to all the meets and then qualifying for state. A lot of history was set this year with Copenhagen and Kylie Eastwood. Definitely several other great women wrestlers in the school. Keely Benedict, I know, is a name that you always hear when you look at podiums on tournaments and things like that. And Bodie did great last year in the state tournament. Chance, Hunter, Noah, all those guys.
Again, we talk about it. They're all football players. They translate onto the mat beautifully.
It does. It translates over, and the wrestling program, men and women, has got a great foundation of coaches. The boys obviously have a long history of doing well in state tournaments, and I just know it. The girls are going to be right there from now on, especially with the great coaches that we have with our Prairie View wrestling.
And we're following suit because girls wrestling has become popular up in the metro.
Absolutely.
And it's good to see us with the interest down here at this school. And not only the interest, but the talent.
Yeah, and it's there. And I know there's more girls out there, especially and coming up in the ranks and things like that. So middle school wrestling was really fun to watch this year as well. A lot of those girls will come up. They're learning from the same coaches, from the same way of doing things, which will just translate even better and much more quicker and easily when they get to the high school level.
So real quickly before we take a break here, what are the keys to the second half for our Lady Buffaloes?
Yeah, keys to the second half, we kind of talked about it. Mix things up a little bit. Don't stay stagnant and doing the same thing. Break that press in the middle of the court. Close out on their three-point shooters, and be not be patient
Composed.
on the offensive end.
Got to be composed.
Composed and patient.
In the front court, get it into Abby, Ashlyn.
Yep, absolutely.
Even Irish Ingram's playing some good minutes for us, clogging up the middle down
there.
there.
Get that ball moved around. Keep feeding Kellerman inside. Kellerman's got 8 points already tonight. She's working on herself, probably a double-double. Again, keep feeding her. Ashlyn Kirkpatrick dumped in a three-pointer tonight, and another bucket. So keep feeding your seniors, and just keep doing the things that we know how to do.
And so the key is the press break. It really is.
You can't get anything going until you get that ball across the half-court line and then clear out the defense. So.
We're going to take a break. This is Cameron Johnson, James McCarthy on the Buffalo Live Stream Network. You are watching the Osawatomie Trojans and the Buffaloes from Prairie View. We'll be back shortly. And this is Cameron Johnston and James McCarthy back with you on the Buffalo Network, covering tonight's senior parent night between our arch rival Osawatomie Trojans and the Prairie View Buffaloes. James, here we go.
Yeah, Cam, the game started off just the way that Coach Jesse May wanted it. The Buffaloes were doing everything they needed to do, running a well-rounded offense. They were playing great defense. They were closing out. They were breaking the press, and then all of that just kind of took a little bit of a turn. I think Osawatomie made some adjustments, and at Prairie View, we just didn't make those adjustments. So hopefully at halftime, those adjustments have been made, and we'll come out firing like we did in the first half.
Osawatomie up by 6 here to start the second half, and they're going to have the ball.
Looks like Coach Chase May is going to go with his original starting lineup for this game. Robber, Stainbrook, Ingram, Kellerman, and Kirkpatrick. Senior Layton top or starting five there.
You bet. And here we go, starting the second half. Lagasse with the ball for Osawatomie.
Got to keep an eye on Lagasse for sure.
And she takes a three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Abby Kellerman gets it off to Stainbrook.
Good position there
Here
by
come
Kellerman.
the Buffaloes.
Nice job. Here we go. See, the Trojans aren't coming out in their full court press, which maybe is a mistake because it seems like we were able to get that ball across nice and easy.
Well, and it could be head coach is saving a little gas for him, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And it'll come on here in a little bit. There's a forced turnover there by...
Yeah, I want to see Robert bring it around the corner a little bit and then give Ingram that inside pass.
Right.
Try to give it with that defender right on her hip was hard to get that in there.
And here's another three-pointer, no good. It was Sydney Bowie, and we've got a tie-up.
Yeah, good job there by Robert. That's the possession arrow is going to favor the Buffaloes there. We're going to get it back, and now here we go. Here comes that full court press.
Now let's see how the girls handle this.
Get it to the middle.
You're looking to get it to the middle. And they do break it a little better this time into Ingram from Stainbrook. Ingram trying to go up, couldn't get it, out to Kirkpatrick.
You see what they did there?
Gets it to Robert.
Kellerman came up instead from her post position at the
break.
She came up to the middle and brought two defenders with her.
That's exactly what needs to be done. Let them clear out,
and
too.
Ingram was able to get a wide open almost shot there.
Stainbrook on the drive. Got a little bit of two-steppy there.
Yeah, a couple of turnovers to start off the half. That's not what we want. But, again, they're working their offense around. They're breaking that press a little bit better. Now we just got to get that third element of our game as the offense and working the ball around.
Right, and I think it's a good call not to press them because it creates fast and furious basketball. There's Lagasse in for the layup. It pops out, but she's fouled.
Yeah,
on the shot. Looks like they might get Irish Ingram on it.
We're leaving Lagasse way too wide open. She's obviously their best player with, to my count, at least 12 points.
Yeah, Lagasse, I called her name a lot last year as an announcer here for Prairie View. And
she's only a junior.
And Bowie, too. Kempfy was here last year as well. And
so these Trojan ladies are definitely experienced.
Well, they're juniors and seniors.
Their 8-11 record probably isn't real representative of the type of players that they are. They're probably a little bit better than that 8-11, especially what we're seeing here tonight.
Second free throw good, and there's what we were talking about earlier. It worked this time. Got it in
Abby Kellerman
to Abby Kellerman for Kirkpatrick.
See, those girls work so well together, finding each other, giving the assist back and forth.
And there's a forced turnover. It's going to go back to Prairie View. 25-19 our score. Was a little over 6 to play here in the third quarter.
You can see when Ashlyn finds Abby and they both smile at each other, kind of give each other that look. They're having fun out there.
Yeah, they are.
That's what this athletics are all about.
Robert gets it into Kellerman. That's in the middle, and gets it to Ingram into Stainbrook, and that's how you break it.
That strike by Kellerman up to the court to Ingram. I wonder if we'll see her on the softball diamond this year.
Robert got picked. And a three-pointer, no good. It was Ashlyn Kempfy on it. It'll go back to the Buffaloes.
Yeah, Kempfy forced that shot. She was open. I mean, I think Coach Butler would probably see them like to run that offense.
Yeah, a little bit rushed, but she was open.
There we go. There's
Kirkpatrick,
Ingram wide open.
There's Ingram. Can she control it? No, goes out of bounds to the Buffaloes.
Okay, so again, the Buffaloes have made the adjustment now. They're bringing up Kellerman, who brings the defense up. That allows Kirkpatrick to find Ingram down low. We just got to get those buckets.
Exactly. There's been one time they've used the same press break as last, and it worked from the first. But now the adjustment of bringing her up in the middle, like it always should be.
It's all about a game of adjustments.
That's how you break the press. And now we've got an offensive foul called on Ashlyn Kirkpatrick.
Yeah,
they don't.
That's going to be her
third.
third.
Wait, that's going to be on Irish Ingram.
What do they call it on Irish? They said they held up 3 fingers the first time.
Yeah, it's on Irish. It's going to be her second. They got her for pushing. And here comes Osawatomie. Lagasse into Burnett.
Got to make sure
Kempfee
we close out on
to
those
Lagasse.
Sorry, Cam. Got to make sure we close out on those 3-point shots.
We're trying to get it inside. Feed is no good. Shot is no good, but rebounded. And Robber on the floor. We're going to have a tie-up.
Yeah.
Going to have a tie-up. A little bit of competition going on here.
Emily Robber getting on the floor.
With Iana Burnett.
Yep. They were going after it. That's what you want to see. That's what you expect out of this rivalry.
You bet. Kempfee over to Lagasse for 3. No good. Rebound. Osawatomie.
Yeah, got to get those offensive rebounds will kill us.
Kempfee gets it inside to Ballou for the good 2-pointer.
Just a little slow to get over there to cut off that baseline by the Buffaloes.
27-19, and it's stolen and put back in by Maddie Ballou.
We just have to slow down.
Suddenly it's a 10-point lead.
We got to slow down. There we go. Stainbrook, I think she might have heard me.
There's Kirkpatrick looking for Ingram, doesn't get it, loses it out of bounds, and it goes back to the Trojans.
Yeah, good play there by number 15, Iana Burnett, to kind of, she was pestering Kirkpatrick there and then caused her to turn the ball over. So.
There's Lagasse trying to drive, and there's a jump shot as she got it over to Ballou, but no good.
Good rebound by Kellerman.
And here come the Buffs, Braxton Stainbrook, bringing it down against Lagasse, and throws it away to Kempfee. Kempfee and Lagasse on the fast break, but Lagasse, they're going to call a push.
Yeah, Kirkpatrick
looked like she tripped.
Got her feet tied up with Kirkpatrick. They're going to call a foul on her there. That is her third that time. You know, Cam, what I'm noticing is Osawatomie is overplaying. So what that tells me, if I was Coach Jesse May, that we've got to do some backdoor passes. If they're overplaying, burn them on the backside.
That's a good point.
We have to pick up on those things. The girls have to pick up on those and execute.
Looks like Lagasse got it into Ballou, and it was a loose ball that goes back to Prairie View. It's a 10-point Osawatomie lead here with 4:01 to play here in the third.
And here comes Kellerman. I think Osawatomie is realizing that she is coming up like that. There we go.
There you
Good
go.
job.
Into Kirkpatrick. Good. Kirkpatrick from Ingram.
And they flipped it around. Ingram came up and helped out, and then Kirkpatrick got the ball on the backside. And that's
good adjustment.
That's a good adjustment. Yep.
8-point lead now for the Trojans. And there's Kempfee for 3. No good. But inside, it's tough for Prairie View right now. Robber almost got the loose ball. Kempfee back over, and there was a 3 that wasn't taken.
Yeah, good closeout by Robber there at the top to eliminate Rosalind Johnson's 3-point shot there.
And Lagasse into Burnett, who threw it away. Now Burnett's on the floor with Robber again.
Yep, those two again. And Robber is getting all over the floor. She is aggressive. That's what you expect out of your senior leader.
And no foul call, just a tie-up. It goes to Prairie View. And now we've got a timeout by Jesse May. Yeah,
he wants to talk about it.
You bet. Good timeout.
I think it's a good timeout. We're only down by 8. He's seeing some good things. The possession is back to Prairie View right now. We could cut into this lead, maybe make it a 6 or a 5-point lead, and then build on that. So, Cam, our cheerleaders are out there.
Give them some love, will you?
Abigail Reed, Brooke Allen, Kaylin Ingram, Delaney Weber, Caitlin Davis, who sang the national anthem today. Beautiful.
Good job, Caitlin.
Kiana Turner, Kinley Baker, Kylie Osborne, Lexi Baker, Miranda Williams, Peyton Murison, Sydney Burchett, Sophia Fleer, and coaches Tara Allen and Amanda Younger. They do such a great job getting the crowd pumped up. And again, they work every day. They're in practice every day, working on the routines. And it's a full-time job.
Well, they're athletes.
They are. They're absolutely athletes. And we can't thank them enough for being out here. And sometimes, out in the football field, they're out in the cold, but they're in here every night cheering on this Buffalo crowd.
You bet. You got to love it. Them in combination with our band and
got a lot to be proud of here at Prairie View.
Sure do. It's an 8-point lead for the Lady Trojans over the Buffaloes. 3:13 to play here in the third. Braxton Stainbrook bringing it down for the Buffs.
Looks like Coach Butler called off the dogs here, called off the press, so the Trojans are back at half court waiting for Stainbrook.
Now we've got a tie-up, and it's Lagasse. Wait a minute, they're going to call it, yeah, it's a tie-up, and they're going to call possession, of course, to the Lady Trojans.
Yeah, if we pick up the ball, if we pick up the dribble, we've got to be ready to shoot or pass. Those Trojan ladies are grabbing at that ball, which they should be.
Kemphy to Lagasse. There's a three-pointer from Lagasse. Maddie Ballou.
Yeah,
and it's 32-21.
You leave them open like that, Cam, and it spells trouble.
And Lagasse and Stainbrook get caught up again. Kirkpatrick now driving. She's going to get a body foul on Rosalind Johnson there.
Yeah, Rosalind, a little bit too much contact there.
Definitely a good call.
Against Kirkpatrick.
Kirkpatrick's taking it out. She calls a timeout underneath. Good call.
Yep.
She wasn't finding anybody open. Good defense by Osawatomie.
We can't have any more turnovers, and so good play there by Kirkpatrick. Coach Jesse May will draw up an inbounds play that should get somebody wide open.
You know, and I'm going to say it right now. There's 2:31 remaining here in the third. If we're going to make a run towards it, cutting in this lead, it needs to be in this quarter, not the next.
Yeah, we run out of time. The Osawatomie will start bleeding that clock a little bit. They'll start working the ball around, and it'll really, if we get it now, if we get it close within, maybe a couple possessions, that'll benefit Coach May and the Lady Buffaloes, so we can make that stretch run in the fourth quarter.
I know we say it every week, but I'm still waiting for the shot clock in high school basketball. Maybe you and I can make a travel to Topeka and talk to him about it.
It would definitely make things more interesting. Definitely put a lot more action, and not allow the boys and girls teams.
Inbounds was intercepted, and then they're going to get Irish.
Yeah.
No, they're going to get Ashlyn Kirkpatrick. It's her fourth already.
Yeah.
She's going to have to sit.
It looked like it was on Ingram, but again, they called up 3 fingers, and Ashlyn Kirkpatrick picked up number 4 with 2:34 left in the third.
Brooklyn Moore's at the line, or at the scores table, ready to come in. We'll see. Abby Kellerman with the steal. She's going to try to take it coast to coast, and no. Rebound by Robber, but no good. Loose ball goes back to Osawatomie.
Good play there by Kellerman. Again, just got to finish that shot.
Kemphy to Lagasse, and inside to Maddie Ballou, who traveled.
Yep, unforced turnover there by the Lady Trojans, and like we call it, Brooklyn Moore came in off the bench, and Kirkpatrick sits. Julia Paisley comes in as well. Nope, Jesse May's waving her back to the scorer table.
We're going to probably not see Ashlyn for another quarter now, or half quarter here.
4 fouls, you can't risk it. And it's too bad because she was doing a lot of good things, moving the ball around.
Yes, with the press break and underneath.
So we got Paisley, and we got Moore, and we got Stainbrook. So our sophomore phenoms is what I like to call them.
You bet. And Stainbrook throws it away. She had the right idea, but under pressure threw it over the head.
Yeah,
of Robber.
Allie Lagasse got tossed by Braxton Stainbrook there.
Here comes Kemphy.
Braxton Stainbrook.
Guarded by Brooklyn Moore. And they tried to find Lagasse underneath, did Maddie Ballou, but no good. Threw it out of bounds, goes back to the Buffs.
Thank goodness she threw that high because Lagasse was coming right in that baseline.
Yeah.
She was wide open.
She was wide open.
When our girls come out on the perimeter like that leaves us vulnerable underneath. We have to have a good balance.
And again, Braxton gets picked by Allie Lagasse. Now we're looking at experience here. Allie Lagasse is quite the point guard.
Yeah, they're going to get Stainbrook again there on the
Braxton's young, and you can see the difference a little bit. She's tying her up.
Yeah, and she'll build on that. She's a sophomore next year.
She will.
2 more years after this. So be fun to watch Braxton Stainbrook. But you're right.
Absolutely.
Youth is kind of taking over a little bit there against the senior Lagasse.
Well, the front court has a lot of experience for Osawatomie, and Lagasse misses that one, but Stainbrook comes down with Lagasse on her. Stainbrook trying to go coast to coast and does.
And there you go. That's the Stainbrook that we've been talking about. That aggressive coast to coast type of attitude there. Nice job, Braxton.
You bet. And there's a 3-pointer off the mark. Rebounded by Ballou. She's up. They call it off on the floor.
They're going to get Braxton Stainbrook with their 4th foul there, which is going to put us 2 players with 4 fouls.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get somebody
we've seen Abby Kirkpatrick come in for her now. 32-23. The Lady Trojans lead with 1:13 here in the third.
You know, a good thing about Abby, the freshman coming off the bench, she's got all kinds of playing time this year. So she coming in, she's not your typical freshman. She's got playing time and experience.
And there was a good move by Maddie Ballou.
Yeah, Maddie Ballou is kind of taken over for Lagasse. I think we've kind of clamped down on Lagasse, but Ballou is taken over for the Trojans in this half.
There's a 3 by Paisley, no good. And it goes out of bounds to Osawatomie. 34-23, 11-point lead here for the Trojans with 56 seconds remaining here in the third.
So we got to watch somebody back deep there. Kellerman just saw it.
Full court press now by the Buffs. Looking over, and there it is.
Look up, Abby.
Abby Kellerman.
She just missed it.
Picked up her dribble, gets it to Robber, over to Brooklyn Moore for 3, no good.
Brooklyn was way out there by the volleyball spike line.
She sure was.
Still almost made that.
Lagasse gets it over to Dempsey. Dempsey inside to Iana Burnett, who lays it in. It's a 13-point lead, 20 seconds remaining here in the third.
We got to get better position there. We got to front those down low post players there. Otherwise, they're just going to have an easy layup like they did there.
Brooklyn Moore with the ball over on the side. Gets it to Paisley. Inside, tried to inside anyway. Loose ball.
There's Kellerman.
Kellerman on the floor.
Always aggressive and hustling.
And again thrown away. 3 seconds remaining and whistle. And they're going to call a jump as Abby. You got to love Abby's aggression.
Yeah, you know, she throws the girl on the ground and just has a big smile on her face.
So 1.9 to play here.
It was weird though, Cameron.
It's
like
Buffalo ball.
The Osawatomie Trojans just stopped. They thought the clock had run out or something.
Here we go. It's going to have to be a shot on the shot. Abby Kirkpatrick gets it over, and no good. As Brooklyn Moore tried to, or excuse me, it was, it was Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn Moore. She tried to get the shot off, and the time had expired by the time the contact happened there by the Trojans. So no foul. We've got to be more aware of how much time is left on that clock.
And now we're down to the fourth quarter, 13-point deficit for the Lady Buffs.
Yeah.
You're going to see press. We started the press already. Probably going to see that.
Well, and another thing that we're 6 fouls for the Buffaloes to 1 foul for the Lady Trojans.
And this has been the theme all season long for the girls. And I think it has to do with youth and enthusiasm and aggression.
What's going to happen is the Trojans they started off kind of cold on the free throw line, but they warmed up to close the half out. Now with 6 fouls on the Lady Buffaloes, a few more, and they're going to be in the single bonus and then eventually in the double bonus. And I hope if they're just as hot as they were on the free throw line as they were in the first quarter, the first half, it might be a long fourth quarter for the Lady Buffaloes.
Yeah, well, we'll see. They're within striking distance, that's for sure.
Yeah, we need to get a couple threes to fall, I think, get that momentum shift, and work up some offense, but don't take too much time. We only got 8 minutes left in this game.
Lady Trojans to take the ball out. Don't forget, we've got the boys coming up after this at 7:30 Central Time. Lagasse with the ball, gets it inside.
I think there might be some senior festivities at the beginning or between the two games.
Probably so.
We'll definitely air that for you here on the Buffalo Network.
Good job by Brooklyn Moore there to tie it up, and the Buffaloes get it back. Abby Kirkpatrick now bringing the ball down to Lagasse on her, gets it over to Paisley. Julia loses control. Here comes Osawatomie.
You know, Julia Paisley.
And there's Lagasse for 3.
Yeah, Julia Paisley, she's back out there from the flu, but kind of like what we were talking about at halftime, you're not 100% back a couple of days off that flu.
Right.
So Julia's the pep in her step.
And they're going to get Abby Kirkpatrick, I believe, for an elbow. Wait, we'll see.
Irish Ingram on the pick.
I see.
That'll be her third. But what happened was the pick happened, and then Coach Jamie Butler yelled, and then all of a sudden the whistle came.
Right.
So, hey, that happens, I guess, sometimes.
We may be rivals, but you really got to like these coaches for Osawatomie.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they do a good job, and we know them all.
You bet. And here's a whistle, 3 seconds.
That's that one call you get once or twice a game. It's like the referees almost remember it and say, oh, yeah.
Jaden McGinnis was in there, got the call.
It was the right call. So
Abby Kirkpatrick now with Lagasse on her, picks up her dribble, gets it over to Paisley. Looking for Abby Kellerman with the ball. She's going to take it to the hole, off the mark. And rebound to Paisley, back to Moore for three.
And, I thought that was
looked
going.
Good. And there was Abby Kellerman underneath to get the rebound and draw the foul on the put-up.
You know, Moore, number 14, the sophomore, was right in our line of sight, and she put that three
it
up.
looked like it was going down.
That was going.
Just a little too far.
Yep. This herd wants something to erupt about over there. They're loud and proud, and they're not real loud right now.
Kellerman off the mark on her first attempt. It's a 16-point Lady Trojan lead here in the fourth. 6:46 remaining. Kellerman back up for the second shot. Good.
Nice shot there by Kellerman. Good
Full
motion.
court press. Lagasse going down the line. It looks like it was knocked out of bounds by Paisley.
Yep.
From here, it looked like Lagasse lost it, but we're clear over here. So.
Yep. Good defense there by 33, sophomore Paisley.
Ashlyn Kempfy over to Lagasse, who gets it inside, and they're going to draw Abby Kellerman for the foul.
Yeah, that'll only be Abby's second foul.
Jaden McGinnis will go to the line.
Kellerman, good stop there. I saw number 3, Allie Lagasse, dribbled in. The defenders collapsed on her. She found.
She did a good job of penetrating off to McGinnis.
Yeah, for sure. So that's
well,
how you run.
Again, there's experience. You know, Lagasse has a lot of experience.
Yep.
And she knows how to handle the ball, get in there and dish it off. Second shot up is good. Suddenly it's a 16-point deficit for the Lady Buffs.
That's a pretty big hill to climb. Not insurmountable.
Kellerman and Kirkpatrick now with the ball, loses it. It's going to be a tie-up, and it'll go to Osawatomie.
Yeah, when that ball gets down low like that, or we bring that ball down, the jump ball is inevitable.
18 fouls to 2.
Yeah, it's definitely lopsided, and that's not saying anything about the referees. You know, I definitely see some fouls on the Lady Buffs.
It's some aggression in our front court, especially. And you know, you can't blame aggression.
Nope. Nope. And you can't teach it either. That's
right.
just how it happens.
Lagasse with the ball, calling her name a lot tonight, of course. She looks over and finds Kempfy, another one. And from the corner, three-pointer no good by Bowie, I should say. Sydney Bowie.
Good box out by Abby Kirkpatrick to get position. And then number 4, Sydney Bowie, kind of those aggression fouls.
Yeah. So here come the Buffaloes down 16 with 5:50 to play. Abby Kirkpatrick goes off the pick. She's going to take it to the hole herself and loses it out of bounds.
Jamie Butler is not real happy with our picking presence up there at the top of the key.
Yeah.
But, you know, from what I can tell, they look pretty legal. But we don't have the whistles or the striped shirts.
And there's a turnover over to Paisley. Paisley gets it back to Moore for 3, no good.
Yeah, good little series there. Julie Paisley found Brooklyn Moore wide open for the 3 there. Moore is pretty consistent from that 3-point line. I was expecting that one to drop.
I like the Paisley Moore combination.
Yep, that works quite a bit. I think Moore recognizes we've got to get some
more into
points
Ingram. Ingram with a turnaround.
Yeah, it's her second basket tonight.
Good for her.
Senior. Yep.
And it's a 14-point lead now. Lagasse with the ball. Over in the corner now. They get it inside. And a nice job by Iana Burnett.
Yeah, a little too easy there.
Yeah.
Defense backed off, and Burnett found herself wide open for the basket.
Lead is back to 16 for the Trojans. We've got a whistle and an illegal pick by Ingram. That's going to be her, fourth?
4th foul, yep. So I think Jessie May might let her play that out. It's only 5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, I would think so too. She's got enough presence underneath for us that we need her.
And just when we say
here come 3, yeah. So Osawatomie with the ball. Lagasse for 3, no good.
Good box out by Moore there.
Rebound Paisley. Paisley throws it away. And shot up by Sydney Bowie. She's fouled.
They're going to get Moore, I think, Brooklyn Moore, for her 3rd foul.
Iana Burnett found Bowie underneath. And yes, it was Brooklyn who made the foul
Brooklyn had
there.
her
And you
hands
know
up
what?
in
Not
the
a bad
air
foul
and
now. We got to force him to the line.
Hands on her head as in like, what did I do?
Sydney's Bowie's first shot's good.
Patrick, Stainbrook, and Robert check in for the Buffaloes. Abby Kirkpatrick, Brooklyn Moore, and Julia Paisley sit down for Coach Jessie May.
First shot up. Good. I'm sorry, that was the second shot. It's 44-26. 4:37 to play. The Trojans on top.
Need to get some big buckets here. Some quick threes, I think, is about the only way we can get back into this thing.
Stainbrook quickly loses control of it. Here come the Trojans. Gets it inside and fouls Maddie Ballou.
I think that's going to be 5 on Stainbrook. I think she might be out.
They did get Stainbrook. Braxton, got to give her some credit. She took the ball down a couple of times to the hole, put it in, but
yeah,
you know, she's very aggressive, very young, and we've got a good future with her.
Yeah, 5'1" sophomore, definitely like you said. She's got many more years in the green and white for the Buffaloes. She'll be fun to watch. She had a decent game tonight, very aggressive, had a couple of baskets.
She's replaced by the freshman Abby Kirkpatrick.
Yep, definitely a lot of young players coming off the bench for Coach Jessie May. That's only going to help us, like we talked about in other broadcasts. It's only going to help us, down the line.
Down the line.
All these girls are going to have all this experience from this year. We don't like to see our 5-14 record, but that might help us, later on in the years to come.
Ballou hits 1 of 2 for Osawatomie, and here's Abby Kirkpatrick with a shot, no good. Rebound to Osawatomie. And here comes Kemphy with the ball.
Starting to dwindle down here.
Looking inside, stolen by Kellerman. Ashlyn Kirkpatrick with the ball now, bringing it down the far side.
And you won't see that, you won't see one of these at all given up out here. Any of these Buffaloes there.
You bet. Now we're going to have a call up as Lagasse there tied up Abby Kirkpatrick.
Yep. Like I said, don't pick up that ball. Don't do anything until you're ready to shoot or pass.
Allie Lagasse will be back next year. She's just a junior for Osawatomie, but she's been playing for a while.
Yeah, a lot of their main players are juniors and below, so a lot of them will be back.
Jump shot by Kirkpatrick, no good. But Abby Kellerman with the putback.
Kellerman's having herself a really good game. I think she's got about 12 points by my count.
45-28's our score. 3:30 to play. The Trojans lead. And we've got a timeout by Osawatomie in this a fairly critical matchup for both teams. The Lady Trojans coming in at 8-11, and our girls at 5-14. And again, one more game for the Lady Buffs this Thursday against Wellsville, and then you've got Sub-State. So a lot of things are up in the air as to where we're going to play next week, depending on the upper echelon of the Burlington Sub-State bracket.
Yeah, Cam, you're absolutely right. And seeding makes a difference, because if you come in and you're the lowest seed, you're playing that number 1 seed. It makes it very difficult, not unsurmountable. It happens, every year. But you don't want to be playing that number 1 seed. Number 1 seeds are number 1 for a reason. If we have to come across and play that number 1 seed, which guess who it is?
It's Wellsville.
Wellsville. We play them Thursday. That might make a difference if we can jump Pomona, West Franklin.
Right.
That might make a difference in who we play. We might be playing Garnett, who, we speaking of them, we lost the Anderson County Garnett 64-27 last week.
And we haven't played Pomona this year. We're both 5-14 at the bottom of the bracket here. So there's some
You're absolutely
still some
right,
things to be decided here for the sub-state brackets.
They
won't be out till Friday. So
tough matchup this Thursday against Wellsville for both our boys and girls.
Yeah, right. Lagasse with the ball now for Osawatomie. She's going to look to drive and penetrate. Back to Lagasse. Out to Kemphy. And they're going to take their time, run the offense. Sydney Bowie gets it in to Ballou. Back to Bowie.
Yeah.
To Kemphy. To
Coach
Gass.
Butler's definitely working that clock.
Wide open shot, she didn't take it, and that's a good call for her. She does penetrate. Kellerman gets the loose ball. Up to Kirkpatrick. Up to Robert.
Emily.
And Robert's fouled on the shot. She'll go to the line.
Yeah, Emily took a hard spill into the wall. Hopefully she's okay.
She looks like she is. She looks a little
She's tough,
aggressive.
girl.
Let's
She's
say it
tough,
that
girl.
way.
She's been on the floor going after loose balls all night. She'll be missed as well next year. She is a senior. She'll be moving on. 5'7" senior Emily Robber. Nice job tonight.
That foul was on Iana Burnett.
Yeah, there picks up her first foul.
First shot up is no good. 45-28 lead here with 2:42 to play in the game. Trojans on top.
This is one way we can get back in it with hitting these free throws with no clock running.
Abby Kellerman with the rebound, but she loses it.
Yeah, Abby might be working on her a double-double tonight. You know, at least 12 points. I'm saying she's got at least 10 rebounds, so good job for her tonight.
Here's Kemphy with the ball for Osawatomie. And she'll dribble out.
You know, I'm wondering if you almost have to start fouling, Cam. I know it's going to give them 2 shots, but all they're going to do is milk this clock out.
Kemphy drives. She does take the shot. No good. Gets her own rebound. Brings it back out. Sets it up. Again, no shot clock.
The offensive rebounds kill us, and they got another one there for the Trojans. And they're just going to keep a little bit of keep away going
Motion
on.
offense going on here. And then there's a shot out to Ballou, who missed it. And here comes Abby Kellerman for the Lady Buff. She goes up. She draws the foul.
Yeah, number 20, Ashlyn Kemphy is going to draw the foul there for the Trojans. Good take by Abby Kellerman. You expect that from her every time she has that ball, and she never disappoints.
You bet. Now she needs to hit her free throws here. Come on, Abby. First one up, good.
There you go. Nice form.
The lefty.
Yes. Yep. I almost think she shoots free throws lefty, but it almost seems like the majority of the time she's shooting right-handed out there.
Yeah, you know,
just a regular shot.
We'll have to keep a look on that. There's another one up and in. 45-30, the lead's 15, just a minute 50 to play. Lagasse with the ball for Osawatomie. Gets it down to Bowie. Bowie inside.
Good block there by Kellerman.
And it was Burnett they got it inside to. She's down on the floor hurt. And we've got a whistle.
Yeah, I think on the block there, Burnett might have got poked in the eye by the other defender down there. Good block by Kellerman, but I think Ingram might have got her in the head or in the face.
She's still kind of recovering from it. Looks like she's going to get spelled here, maybe.
Yeah, Coach Jamie Butler's going to bring in number 34.
Tanya Johnson. Yeah. Tanya's a 5'6" senior.
Definitely lots of depth in this Trojan bench.
Into Kellerman. Kellerman back out to Kirkpatrick for 3. No good. And rebound to the Trojans.
You know, something might not be a bad idea is getting the younger Abby Kirkpatrick in the mix on the threes. Last game she hit 3 or 4.
She hit 3 or 4. She did. Kemphy, top of the key. Content to run it. Gets it over to Bowie. Tried to get it back to Kemphy, but stolen by Abby Kirkpatrick. And then there's a tie-up or a foul. What do we got?
We're going to get a foul on number 34, Tanya Johnson.
That's just a 16 foul, or no, that's 7. So we're going to go to the 1-and-1.
Yeah, the reach in there by number 34 Johnson. Again, it'll, like you said, it'll put the younger Kirkpatrick sister Abby, the freshman, on the line.
You know, I agree with you on that point you made just a minute ago. Abby made at least 3.
Yeah.
3-pointers last time. First shot up, no
get
good.
Her in the mix on those 3-pointers. That might bring us back here a little closer.
We've got a whistle, and looks like a timeout.
Guys, stay with us on the Buffalo Network. We are going to have senior night festivities between games, so stay tuned for that. And then we'll bring you the men's game shortly after the proceedings.
Looking forward to that one. Both teams 1-and-1 against each other.
Yeah, it should be a good game. Osawatomie took it to us at our tournament earlier this season, and then Prairie View went to Osawatomie and beat them by 12. So something's got to give.
Something's got to give. Robert just fouled Dempsey, so she's going to go to the line and shoot 2 for Osawatomie. First one's up and good.
Hey, Cameron, while we have another minute here, I just wanted to congratulate our wrestlers from Prairie View, Bodie Eisenhower, Chance Gerlman, Hunter Boone, and Noah Nordgren, that qualified for state. They're going to Salina, Kansas, as well as our girls, Copenhagen Browning and Kylie Eastwood. So congratulations to those Prairie View wrestlers that'll be wrestling for Prairie View in state.
Kirkpatrick for three, drains it.
There's a
Ashlyn Kirkpatrick.
nice shot there, bring the score a little closer.
There's a whistle as Osawatomie was bringing the ball down the court. It's a 13-point lead. Just 43 seconds to go here in the game.
Good job to kind of cut into this lead. It was 20 at one point, so
Right.
to carve that down just a little bit.
Dempsey fouled by Abby Kirkpatrick. She's at the line. She hits the first one. Abby picked up her second foul. Here's the second shot, and rattles in. So it's a 48-33 lead, 43 seconds to go, and here come the Buffs. And a whistle. We've got a timeout. Looks like Jesse May.
Maybe he wants to get all seniors in. That would be a nice gesture.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a 15-point Trojan lead right here with just seconds to play in the ball game, and a timeout by Prairie View, and I think you're right to get our seniors in there. Again, a reminder, senior parent night here at Prairie View High School Gymnasium.
Yeah, can't wait, Cam, for the senior festivities, and then we've got that boys matchup between Prairie View Buffaloes and Osawatomie Trojans.
We've got a lot to talk about with that.
We got a lot to talk about with that. Our Buffalo men are playing probably some of their best basketball of the season. They fresh off a win against Anderson County, 50-44 on the last broadcast. So that pushes the Buffaloes record to 7-11. Osawatomie comes in. They're fresh off a loss to Burlington, 74-64, and they come in at 13-6. So, the Buffaloes can pull off what would be considered an upset tonight. That would be pretty entertaining.
Now look at the top. We'll talk about this pregame. We're going to talk about boys. Right.
It'll be an interesting matchup. For
38 seconds remaining, and Ashlyn Kirkpatrick with the ball gets it out to a nice three-pointer.
Abby
Kellerman.
Pats her stats, three more.
48-36.
That's
28 seconds.
Best output offensively of the season.
I agree, and we can already call her the Prairie View player of the game.
Yeah,
I would.
Number 10, 5'9" senior Abby Kellerman, MVP of this game for sure.
You bet. So it's a 12-point lead with just 16 to play, and again at the line, Avery Dempsey, who's making a habit of it. This last three times it's been her at the line.
We talk about Kellerman being the MVP for Prairie View, but I kind of got to give it to either Lagasse or Ballou. Both girls. Lagasse was the story of the first half, and Ballou was the story of the second half.
And she was, and Ashlyn Kemp is going to get a honorable mention there as well.
Yeah, we can.
Kempfy, I should say.
Yeah, we can give it. We can have a dual MVP and a runner-up. There we go.
There's no rules for us. Well, a few.
Well, we try not to play by it.
We don't want to get the FCC on us. Here's a rebound by Kellerman.
Man, Kellerman skied that time. I think her head was up by the net there.
She's probably got a double-double for sure. And a whistle now. We'll see who it's on.
They're going to give that on 15, Iana Barnett.
So it's going to be Abby Kirkpatrick at the line for the Buffs. Just 8 seconds to play. First one up, good.
Nice form there, Abby. We'll do another one just like that.
So Buffaloes have narrowed it. They've cut the lead in half, basically, but just running out of time.
Yep.
Second one up, good.
Definitely have the momentum, but just a little too late, I think, for the Buffaloes tonight.
Time to foul, but 6 seconds, 5 seconds. And they'll just run the clock out. 48-38 is our score. The Lady Trojans over the Lady Buffaloes.
Yeah, so Cam, again, kind of like what we were talking about pretty much throughout the game. It was a tale of two halves. We kind of got away. We had the first half of the first half, we'll say. Everything was clicking for the Buffaloes.
Yeah.
And the Trojans kind of turned things around and finished out the half. I believe they were up 7. And then the second half started. Prairie View, it came out a little flat, but then towards the end of the second half is when Prairie View turned it on. So it's kind of a flip-flop.
But you notice that the press was taken off for a good quarter on us.
Yeah, for sure.
And again, It's nothing against the girls in the front court. They're young, they're aggressive, they're good. I can't wait to see more of them.
Yep.
You know, but they were up against some experienced front court girls tonight, and that press break was very hard for Prairie View.
Yep.
And when they were doing it to us, it made the game fast and furious and forced and unforced turnovers for Prairie View.
Yeah.
I think that was the story tonight, really.
And those things will be corrected, in the off season. I know we've got tournaments and sub-states and things like that, but working
and
on
youth.
those things
We've
in
got
practice.
youth.
The youth is what's going to carry us in these next coming seasons. Not to put this season to bed or to put a closure on it. I know that we're 5 and 15 now on the season, so
right.
Not quite the season that we had hoped for the girls this season. But again, I think they're cutting their teeth, like we've talked about before. Taking their lumps a little bit in this season, and unfortunately, we'll lose some seniors. But then with all the exposure and the experience that a lot of our younger players got this season will carry us and help us into the next couple seasons ahead.
Can't wait to see them next year as well. So we've got some festivities going on here at halftime we're going to let you watch. It's our senior parent night. We're going to turn it over to Tracy Conda, our public address announcer.
He goes by Billy, and Billy is the son of William and Melissa Petty. Billy has participated in wrestling for 4 years. Next we have Emily Roper. Emily is the daughter of Steve and Michelle Roper. Emily has participated in basketball for 4 years. Next we have Benjamin and Jordan Reese. Ben is the son of Prairie Reese, Ron T-Bart, and Lady Sean T-Bart, and has been a pet band for 4 years. And Jordan is the daughter of Charlie Reese, Ron T-Bart, and the late Sean T-Bart, and she has participated in pet band for 3 years. Next we have Abigail Reed. Abigail is the daughter of William and Anita Reed. Abigail has participated in cheerleading for 2 years. Next we have Dylan Schwer. Dylan is the son of Ryan Schwer and Misty Schwer. Dylan has participated in basketball for 4 years. Next is Justin Scott. Justin is the son of Chad Scott and Chrissy and Kevin Dean. Justin has participated in basketball for 4 years. Next we have Alexandria Silva. Alexandria is the daughter of Dale and Linda Silva, and she has participated in pet band for 3 years. Next we have Jesse Weir. Jesse is the son of Jesse and Leslie Weir. Jesse has participated in basketball for 4 years. And last but not least, we have Leanne Williams. Leanne is the daughter of Larry and Dorothy Stone. Leanne has participated in pet band for 4 years. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one more thank you and a round of applause to the 2019-20 senior winter activity participants and their parents.
So some accolades to the seniors and their parents tonight.
Yeah, Cameron, a lot of great kids standing out there that'll be, leaving the halls of Prairie View, but they made this place a really good place to be, and their parents have a lot of credit for all those.
I love this community and all the parents within it, and I don't know them all.
Sure.
But this small town and everything, you never a bad comment, never, it's always a nice day. It's great to live in this community. Lynn Valley.
Yeah. Fontana,
Lacine,
Parker,
Fontana,
Centerville,
Parker. You bet.
Even got a few from out of district, here and there.
Yeah.
But you hit the nail on the head, Cam. I don't see negative things in the community. I don't see things in the paper. I don't see, even, every once in a while you get, the occasional speeding ticket, even things like that.
Right.
These kids are all very polite. They're very social. They're active in their communities. They help a lot of the elementary kids and things like that. So very well-rounded group of kids. They'll be surely missed, next year at Prairie View High School.
So let's talk boys basketball here.
There we go.
7 and 11 are our Buffaloes, 13 and 6. This is a huge game for Osawatomie in the Burlington Sub-State, as right now they're in second place to Burlington.
Yeah, one game behind Burlington. Osawatomie pulls this game off and gets the win. They pull into, I believe they'll be about a half game back. If they lose, then they'd end up being two full games back at Burlington. And like we were talking about, the seeding and things like that could make a huge difference. I don't really think that Prairie View's, if they win or lose tonight, will really change a whole lot for them. They're
just whether they play Monday or Tuesday night.
Exactly.
Probably.
So I think obviously it's a game that means a lot to both teams. I think it means more obviously in the standings for Osawatomie, and I think they know it too.
And at the same time, you throw the records out when these two teams play.
Yeah.
So
I'm thinking it's going to be a back and forth, aggressive, probably a 5 or 6 point game, when it's all said and done. And I hope our boys in green and white are on top.
Well, I'll tell you what, our player of the game last week was Josh Robbins, the sophomore. Let's hope he continues to take it to the hole like he was.
I won't be upset if Josh Robbins, the sophomore, has the main spotlight tonight on senior parent night. He's an up and coming player. he's got a great family history in the area. He's such a great kid, and when I see a kid like that excel on the basketball court,
at a young age,
it summarizes and it kind of magnifies exactly what Prairie View is all about.
Well, and he's underclassman,
but
he plays with all these upperclassmen, and they respect him.
Yeah,
they know he's got game.
Yeah, speaking of upperclassmen, you've got you got your floor general,
Justin Scott.
We'll give a shout out to Garrett out in the U.S. Marine Corps. Thank you for your service.
Garrett's here tonight.
He is on senior night. That's great to see him here. But Justin Scott's the leader. Justin comes over and we talk a little bit after each game, and he's just such a down-to-earth, good kid. He loves the game. He loves Prairie View. He's having the time of his life, and you'd hope that every kid would have kind of the same experience that Justin Scott did.
Absolutely, and just to let viewers know, we're going to be covering baseball this year.
Can't wait.
So Justin Scott, that's his favorite sport. That's the one he wants to go and excel in at the next level.
Yep.
So he's just one of many out here who we'll see on the diamond as well this year.
Yeah, for sure. And then looking out here, Isaac Partita, that kid. Again, you talk about just really good, hardworking, good kids. It's just Isaac is that mold. He fits that mold of just do anything to help his team win. And those are the kind of kids that you want on the team. And the whole team's full of kids like that.
Oh yeah,
Isaac is definitely a standout when it comes to good character
and Brock Hyde. Gotta give it to Brock.
Hyde, he's so versatile. You've got Brock Hyde that can be inside, working against the big boys inside, ripping down rebounds, skying for the rebounds, and then he busts outside and come out and hits a three.
He's got surprisingly good ball control dribble, for a husky big guy.
Yeah. Brock Hyde brings so many variables to the court for Coach Bollinger. He's very gifted. He's very smart. He's one of our best athletes, at Prairie View, but he's also one of our best actors. He's always in every play, that Prairie View puts on, and he just loves being in this environment.
Well, he acted well last week when he fell back on a three-pointer and got fouled.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's just how he plays, And then
good acting.
You switch gears. You talk about Jesse Weirs, another senior, 6'2".
Chase Bloodgood.
Yeah, Jesse's also always smiling. He's always slashing to the court. He's always out there trying to do anything that he can to get a win for Prairie View.
Chase Bloodgood with his headband on.
Chase Bloodgood talking. Some deep roots and lineage in here,
right.
Jason, his dad, such a great athlete and such a hard-nosed, tough-nosed guy, and that comes through in Chase. That's exactly what Chase is. Chase is a carbon copy of his dad, and you can't get enough of his aggression and his, quick play, quick hands, rebound. That kid skies. He's almost hitting his head on the rim every time he gets.
I'll say somewhat of the same with Dylan Schweer.
Yeah, Dylan Schweer comes out. They got him listed at 6 foot. I think he's about 6'2" or 6'3" myself. He plays like a 6'2" or 6'3" player. And again, another good kid. Again, always smiling. You don't see these guys out here being aggressive and like in the bad way. You see him hustling, jumping for ball on the floor. Dylan Schweer is on the floor 2 or 3, 4 times a game because he's always aggressive and trying to find that loose ball.
Right. Yep. Absolutely. And so these two teams have met before. Here we lost 54-28.
Yeah, that was a rough game to start the season, open the season up in the Wayne County tournament.
And so we go there about a month later, and we beat them 52-44.
Yeah, it's just kind of the roles were reversed, and you talk about making adjustments throughout the season, and I think Coach Mark Bollinger did exactly that. His team is learning and growing to play together, and you want to see that. You want to keep getting better throughout the season. And like I said at the beginning of the top of this game, the Buffaloes are playing their best basketball of the season.
They're 4-1 over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, they beat Anderson County last broadcast. They dropped one to Burlington, but Burlington's leading the conference.
Right.
They beat Iola. They had one more game there where they I can't think of who we played, but again, they're like you said, they're 4-1 in the last 5 games. They're playing their best basketball of the season. Going into the playoffs, that's what you want. You don't want anything less than your best. You can throw records out of the way, and if you're playing your best ball, I like to put Prairie View up just against anybody in this conference, and I think we'd have a good shot.
I agree. I agree. This is a huge game, again, as we stated for Osawatomie in the standings, as far as where they'll be placed next week at Sub-State.
Yeah.
So-
Cam, Osawatomie's got some size. They
Yes,
got some height.
let's go through it.
Colby Jones, number 44, he's 6'4" senior. You've got to lock that kid down inside.
Boyd Cole.
Boyd, yeah, those guys, they light it. Boyd Cole lights it up from the outside. If you
Yes,
leave
he
him
does.
wide open, chances are he's going to hit that three-point shot. So we've got to close out. We've got to play good defense. We cannot. I'm sure we'll be in our 2-3. That's what we've been playing a lot in this season, and that kind of plays into shutting down the inside, where they've got some big guys inside. But then we also need to close out, just like we were talking about in the girls' game. Got to be able to close out and get to those players on the outside. Good luck, Coach, there. Yeah, Coach Chris Pitts, he has listened to some of our broadcasts, so a little shout-out to Chris. Good luck to them tonight and the Osawatomie.
He's a good man. He's a good man.
Good guy.
Good man.
Absolutely.
You know, he's got great sportsmanship.
Yep.
Both of these teams exhibit that, even in the heat of the battle, the heat of the rivalry.
It's going to be a battle as it should. They don't call these guys rivals, these two schools, for nothing. I'm excited. I can't wait to get this thing going. We still got about 7.5 minutes till tip-off, and I think you can see it in the players too. You know, they're popping knuckles and kind of fidgety. I think every one of them's ready to get this thing going. And
Absolutely.
It's going to be a great game tonight.
It's going to be a great game, and then we've got a tough one against Wellsville Thursday night.
Yep.
6 o'clock the girls, 7:30 the boys. You and I will both be here for that as well, and
We'll be here on the broadcast again on the Buffalo Network. We're trying to broadcast as many of these games as we can. Hopefully we can continue to do these. Hopefully it helps, sometimes people just aren't able to get here, There's a lot of
Right.
people here tonight, but it makes it easier for, some people that can't maybe get out and get around all the time.
Well, and this is our first year, you and I, the first year Prairie View ever doing the Buffalo Network, so we look forward to going on the road more next year.
Yep, bringing you those games.
Bringing you those games that those parents can't make.
Our conference, is very spread out. We're
Yeah,
a rural
right.
community. We're traveling sometimes 2 hours, 2.5 hours to games, and it's hard for people to do that, especially on weeknights. It's hard on the kids as well. But
So we'll try to do it for you.
So yeah, we'll try to be there next season. Hopefully it's in the works. Definitely we'll continue our home game stretch like we do. And it sounds like we're going to expand to baseball and softball this season, which will be really fun. And those games are sometimes hard to get to for parents who work. Sometimes those ball games start at
4:30,
3 o'clock, 4:30, something like that. So we're trying to stay up with the technology, be able to bring these games to everybody out at Prairie View, out in Buffalo Nation, as much as we can, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the broadcast.
Well, and we'll be getting after this year. I'm confident that we're going to get some sponsors, and things will go. We'll be looking up even from the quality standpoint of cameras, audio, everything. In our first year, I've really enjoyed all this.
And everybody out
started in football, and
everybody out there that's watching and listening, comments and suggestions are always welcome.
Absolutely.
This isn't something that we're doing a perfect broadcast every night, or anything like that. If we misquote a stat here and there, we try to keep up as best we can with K-Preps and Max Preps out there on the internet.
well, you and I watch the big guys on CBS, NBC. They make the same mistakes.
They do.
So,
Nobody's perfect, but
It's
we're
fun.
having a good time.
It's fun.
Speaking of fun, Cameron, let's get this thing going. The Trojans of Osawatomie are invading our brand new Prairie View High School gymnasium. I just can't wait to get things started tonight.
It'd be nice to get even though we did get that revenge there at their place, it'd be nice to get the revenge on such a huge win, a big, as far as points go, point spread win, when they were here last time, and I think we still got a little beef under our collar about that.
Yeah, you got to hand it to Coach Chris Pitts and what he's done with this Osawatomie.
Yeah, he knows how to play them.
They're 13-6 for a reason, and I'm actually surprised they even lost 6 games. The way they looked the first of the season in that Lynn County tournament, they came out and flat played.
Yeah, they did.
I believe they've done that majority of the season. Had a few letdown games. Heck, the Blues probably caught their team as well.
And you're not always shooting so well from the outside like they have.
Yeah.
So if you have an off night, it happens. That's the way it goes.
So it should be a fun game. We got about 4 minutes here till we tip this thing off.
Let's take a little break, and we'll be back to start this rivalry between the Prairie View Buffaloes and the visiting Osawatomie Trojans. This is Cameron Johnston and James McCarthy. We'll be right back. Back here on the Prairie View High School Athletics basketball presentation tonight between the Osawatomie Trojans and the Prairie View Buffaloes. Let's turn it over to Tracy Conda for the starting lineups. And so there you have it, folks, starting lineups.
Yeah, we got for Prairie View, Kim, as you kind of imagine, on senior night, Chase Bloodgood, Justin Scott, Isaac Partita, Brock Hyde, and Logan Anderson all starting tonight for Coach Bollinger and the Buffaloes.
Then you got Chris Bursley, Boyd Cole, Thad Timblin, Caden Carver, and Colby Jones for the Trojans. And we're looking at height. Colby Jones, 6'4", force underneath for the Trojans.
We got to watch out for Jones. We also got to watch out for number 22, Caden Carver, and of course Boyd Cole. Those guys are deadly from the outside. We need to make sure we close out quickly in our zone defense for the Buffaloes.
And that'll be Justin Scott's job right there.
Absolutely, and Logan Anderson up top as well.
You bet. So here's the tip, won by Osawatomie, and they quickly gain control. It's Caden Carver with the ball, gives it off to Pursley.
And there the Buffaloes drop back in their 2-3 zone we talked about.
Inside now.
Good defense by Logan there.
Fake to the outside. Moving the ball around.
Good job by the Buffaloes. They're flying out, flying around. Big close
and there's
out.
A three-pointer. Good. Chris Pursley, and it's what we talked about pregame. We got to get in their face. We got to prevent them from getting those easy shots beyond the arc.
Yeah, but Logan Anderson and Justin Scott were closing out, but just not quite in time there.
Justin Scott into Partita. Back to Scott. He steps back for three. No good. Rebound to Boyd Cole, and he gets it up quickly to Caden Carver. Back to Cole. There's Pursley. Thad Timblin with the ball. Gets it into Pursley again. Jump shot, no good. Rebound.
Good job, Logan Anderson on the board.
Logan Anderson, you bet. Gets it off to Justin Scott. Scott to Brock Hyde. Brock looking for the drive. Gets it over to Scott on the corner, and then lost out of bounds off of Scott's foot. And it'll go to Osawatomie.
Yeah, they knocked it out of bounds and they called it off of Scott there. I saw it.
I don't know if it hit his foot at the very last minute or what.
Scott's a pretty honest kid, and he couldn't figure it out there.
So here are the Trojans, up 3. Inside, nice feed, and no good by Thad Timblin.
Yeah, good job by Isaac there on the rebound. Couldn't get that one to fall for the Trojans there.
Justin Scott over to Bloodgood. Into Brock Hyde. Brock's looking to penetrate. Goes up and is stripped of the ball by Carver.
Yeah, Brock brought it down and Carver slapped it out of his hands. We got to watch out for that.
Here's Persley. He's faked the 3. Tried to go another one. Dumps it off. Another 3 by Cole. No good. But there's the rebound. No good.
Good job by Brock Hyde there.
Carver went up and Brock Hyde got the rebound.
Out of the head to Weirs there, so hopefully we can get that offense running.
Here's Jesse Weirs off to Partita for 3, no. Looks back in for Weirs, fake, turnaround jumper, no good. Looked good, but didn't go in.
Give a quick turnaround and maybe a ball fake and take that in, Jesse. You got that every time.
Timblin with the ball, gets it off to Persley. Persley into Carver on the corner. Back out to Timblin, and there's a jump shot, no good by Cole. Rebound to Bloodgood.
Good job there, Chase Bloodgood on the rebound. Good position on the inside to cut off that baseline.
It's 3-0 now. Osawatomie on top. Bloodgood with the ball. Near side, looks for Partita underneath. It's loose ball, and then Partita fouls him on accident. It just fell on him.
Yeah, are they gonna get a foul? They are gonna call it on Partita. I think that was kind of he lost the ball, and so he kind of
lost control and fell into it.
Yep, for sure. That's all right, Isaac. That's only 1. Let's get this lead here.
Here comes Persley now, down, looking over. You got Carver from the corner, no good. But look who's rebounding the ball for Colby Jones for Osawatomie.
Yeah,
and they're going to have to box him out good.
He had good position, got it, back easy up, and in. 5-0 Trojans.
5-0, 4:40 here in the first quarter. Justin Scott with the ball, still looking for their first score. To Weirs to Scott, up, good.
Count it.
And he is fouled.
Justin Scott's going to go to the line, finish that, and 1.
Chase Bloodgood got up there and was ready to put that slam down for the putback.
He was definitely sky high.
He was up there, but didn't need to do it. Justin Scott makes the basket and gets fouled, going to the line to try to convert a 3-point play. Here it is. Got it.
Nice job, Justin Scott.
5-3 now. It's a 2-point lead for the Trojans. 4:30 to play here in the first.
We've got to be able to match Osawatomie's outside shooting, and we've got the guys to do it. We can shut them down, though, as long as we close out fast enough.
Good ball movement by Osawatomie. Gets it down to Carver. Carver looking out front. He's got Timblin.
Yeah,
There's
trying
a loose
to get
ball.
it into Jones in the inside, and the Buffaloes are shutting that down.
Persley back to Timblin. Back to Persley. Now they're going to run a separate offense.
Yeah, Coach Chris Pitts saw something on the defense there and changed up the play.
Timblin takes it to the hole and good.
Yeah.
What a great call by the head coach.
Yeah, good play, good call. The Buffaloes have to cut that baseline off those 2 lower post players.
7-3 is our score. Partita in the corner. Looks to drive. Taking it to the hole. No. Gives it to Brock Hyde from the free throw line out. And good.
Very nice.
Brock Hyde.
15-footer. Brock Hyde's going to hit that 90% of the time.
7-5. 2-point lead for the Trojans. Into Carver. Carver back out to Cole. Cole for jump shot, no good. Rebound, Scott.
And that's what we got to worry about. If they double team down, the Buffaloes did there, that leaves guys like Boyd, Cole, and Persley wide open up on top.
Here's Brock Hyde again. Over to Scott. Scott fakes. Throws it over to Partita. Inside to Weirs. Weirs, missed a point blank one.
That's all right. That they moved the ball around. They got the shot that they wanted.
And then a coast to coast was Thad Timblin. And he picks up the foul on the shot.
Yeah, Bloodgood's going to pick up the foul there, but the Buffaloes were moving that ball the way that they should. That was perfect.
Point blank shot.
Oh, they called it on Hyde. I'm sorry. I thought they got Bloodgood there. But yeah, so keep moving the ball around, Buffaloes. You're still in this thing. There's nothing to worry about. They're playing good defense.
Got a small stack, and then you've got Colby Jones on the outside. Now he's moved down underneath.
They're definitely wanting to get into Jones and then pop it back out. There's Caden down there. There it is. Good closeout by Weirs.
Timblin with the ball, gets it out to Cole for three, no good. And there's a quick putback by Romeo Smith.
Buffaloes did everything right there except for the box out down low on the backside.
4-point lead for the Trojans, 2:30 to play here in the first. There's Partita over to Hyde for three in the corner, no good. Rebound to Trojans.
Good look there by Hyde, nothing wrong with that shot. He's going to hit that shot just about every time he puts it up.
Carver to Timblin, over to Smith. And driving to the basket was Boyd Cole. Looks like Brock Hyde may pick up a second.
Yeah, Coach Bollinger's probably going to have to get him out of there.
We kind of want to preserve him a little bit.
They do. We need Brock Hyde for the home stretch.
But you know, Brock Hyde plays and matches up so well against Colby Jones. If you look at him right now at the free throw line standing together, 44 and 24.
Yep, looks like we got Robbins and Dylan Schweer coming off the bench. Bloodgood and the aforementioned Brock Hyde with 2 fouls coming on.
Let's see if Ryan Robbins, the sophomore, can give this senior group a shot.
Yeah, Josh is going to give a little life in there for the sophomore.
Second one, no good.
Senior night.
And that was Caden Fields over the back for Osawatomie.
You know, like I was saying, opening up, at the beginning of the game, I don't care if Josh Robbins, the sophomore, takes over on senior night.
Seniors don't care either.
I don't think they would have. They
trust this kid.
Yep, they do.
Justin Scott, top of the key, gives it to Weirs for three. No good. Rebound, it's out of bounds off of Osawatomie. Caden Fields got his hand on it. And Isaac Partita will inbounds underneath.
Chris Pritz there.
Yeah.
It went off Justin Scott.
Gets it in. There's Josh Robbins with the ball. Over to Scott. Back to Robbins. Robbins in the corner. Dribbles around to the top of the key. Gives it to Partita into Weirs. Weirs goes up. Just missed another point blank.
Yeah.
It's got to fall for Weirs here eventually.
Yeah, I like what the Buffaloes are doing there. They're waiting for the defense to open up and give them the shot. They're not forcing it. They keep working it around. Nice job. It'll fall. That shot will fall.
Carver had it in the corner. He's got it out to Cole now. Cole to Pursley. Over to Smith. Smith dribbles, penetrates, gets to Carver, back to Pursley for three, but no. And back inside, Carver on the inside. There's Pursley for three. Good. Chris Pursley.
Yeah. It's kind of like, a defensive back in football. You can only stay with the receiver so long. The Buffaloes could only stay with that closeout of each three-pointer so long. And
right. Partita drives. He gives it off to Weirs, who missed it.
Weirs just finding his shots in there.
Partita takes it to the hole, draws the foul.
Yeah, the Buffaloes, again, they're getting open. They just got to hit the shots now. They're moving.
Yeah, I like the way they're taking it to the hole,
too.
Yeah,
moving the ball around, finding the openings in that defense of the Trojans.
12-5 is the score. Osawatomie on top.
We need both.
Isaac Partita at the free throws line. Yes, 50 seconds remaining.
There's one.
First one's good. 12-6, just a 6-point game.
Looks like Bloodgood checked in, and Jesse Weirs sits down for the Buffaloes.
And Timblin comes in for Cole for Osawatomie.
Schweer.
Second one up. Good.
Schweer, Scott, Partita, Bloodgood, and Robbins on the court for the
5-point lead for the Trojans. Here comes Pursley down. 44 seconds. He takes a long three. No good. Rebound. Nice job.
What Pursley and Boyd Cole did to us last during the Lynn Valley tournament, or Lynn County tournament, excuse me. They were bombing those threes, and it got out of hand quick.
Yeah, it did. Schweer got the rebound on that one, and now Robbins inside. Now back to Schweer from Bloodgood.
That was a beautiful play. Bloodgood got double-teamed to kick it down underneath to Schweer and in. Nice job.
3-point game. Yeah, absolutely nice job. 3-point game, 14 seconds remaining. Looks like they might be content to take the last shot.
Yeah, don't want these guys to get out too far on the perimeter, because that leaves us vulnerable down low with their big men.
And there's Pursley for three again. No good. Scott gets the rebound, but is fouled. And that's going to be 2 on Caden Fields.
Yeah, good sky by Justin Scott there.
Caden Fields is the 6'4" sophomore.
Yeah, Fields is going to pick up his 3rd.
Oh, it is 3 on him already.
That's got to be troubling for Coach Chris Pitts.
Full court press here. Bloodgood. Oh, took the rattle and almost went in.
They were calling that shot off before Bloodgood.
I think they called it off before he even got, before the clock went off. But hey, he didn't make the shot. So it's 12-9, a 3-point deficit for Prairie View right now. Not a bad situation to be in. I like the way they're taking it to the hole.
Yeah.
We've had some point-blank shots, haven't gone in. Hopefully those will start falling for us.
Yeah, if we lock down Chris Persley, nobody else is really hurting us from the Trojan side of it. Coach Bollinger is spreading the ball around good. Justin Scott's got a couple of baskets. Marquita's chipped in one. Brock Hyde and Dylan Schweer. Fouls look okay. We've only got 3 fouls. We're only down 3. Continue to do what we're doing. Work that ball around, get it inside, kick it back out. And on the defensive side, Cam, we've got to close out. We can't leave Cole, and we can't leave Persley wide open for
Well,
those
we got to
3.
check them. We got to check them.
We do.
Got to have a hand in their face almost.
Yep, and so the Buffaloes, I think they're doing well. Need to maintain this pace. This is a good pace for the Buffaloes right now.
And Josh Robbins just got in this game, so.
Yep, Josh Robbins, I think he conceded to the senior Logan Anderson for the start tonight. So but that's
absolutely.
Right. Robbins is in. Logan did a great job giving some minutes to Coach Bollinger.
He sure did, and the point being that maybe Robbins can get a spark here too for these Buffaloes.
We definitely
Schweer
like to
in the
see
corner. Gets it to Scott. Scott looking for Bloodgood. And again, another point-blank shot, almost in, but not quite.
But the good thing about that, Cam, is they worked the ball around and they found that shot. They just have to execute. They're executing everything except for the shot.
Persley with a block shot by Schweer. Gets it up to Scott, back to Schweer. Schweer up, in and out. Rebound Scott, no good. Rebound Robbins.
Get in there.
And in and out, but he's fouled.
Bloodgood was this far above the rim.
Yes, he
was.
was.
You guys can't see it on TV, but my hands are a foot and a half.
It looks like Bloodgood wants to slam one tonight.
I think he's going to if he gets an opportunity.
Chase Bloodgood can get up there. He's only 6 foot. They have him listed as.
And then number 44, Colby Jones, their big man, picked up his 2nd foul with 7 minutes, 28 seconds left in the half. That's good for Prairie View basketball.
Yeah, and 5 team fouls for the Trojans now as Robbins hits the first of 2. And we're only down 2 right now as a deficit for the Buffaloes.
Yep, they chipped away. They've done the things that they're supposed to do. They've ran the offense. They haven't forced the issue.
Second one, no good.
Defense.
Yeah. And here comes Timblin for Osawatomie.
Bloodgood and Scott at the front of that 2-3 defense. They've been doing a good job closing out. And Partita back over to the side.
And taking it to the hole was Romeo Smith.
Bloodgood has got springs in his legs tonight. He's definitely the highest jumper on this Prairie View team. Can't wait to see him in track. I'm sure the high jump bar will see Mr. Bloodgood this year.
Only his first foul tonight. Smith hits the first of 2 for the Trojans. 13-10's our score with just 7:13 to play here in the half.
Smith is in for Coach Pitts because Colby Jones, number 44, has gotten a little foul trouble.
And he misses the second one with Bloodgood getting the rebound. Here come the Buffs. Justin Scott takes it to the hole. Good.
Up and in. Nice job.
Justin Scott, the senior.
Coast to coast, Justin Scott. Might have had a little bit of contact there, but we'll take it.
Well, and he had some good strength going up to the hole that made that ball go in.
Look at that surgically repaired shoulder. Looks just fine to me.
And there's Bloodgood again. Up to Scott. Scott's going to do it again. And it gets in with a layup.
Justin Scott is taking over tonight.
Alley-oop.
He's going back up and under scoop down, and he's going to the line for the and one. Beautiful.
And
Justin
a chance
Scott.
to tie this game.
Senior night, the herd's coming alive over there. The stadium is packed. It's 14-3, 13, and
we are tied.
15.
15-13. We are not tied. We are up 2.
That's all right, Cam.
There you go. Moving it around now.
Let's keep up that energy and that enthusiasm, boys.
Persley in the corner, dribbles, gets it over to Thimblin. Thimblin all the way to the hole, no good. Rebound Schweer.
Nice job,
to
Dylan.
Partita. And Prairie View's winning the rebound game right now.
Prairie View's winning the aggressive, the rebounds, getting the quick to the ball.
Here's Robbins. Robbins going to take a 3. No good.
nothing wrong with that. You know,
Absolutely.
that would have made this place explode if
Oh,
that
it sure
gone down
would've.
for Josh.
Persley to Timblin. Timblin trying to take it to the hole, reverse, no good. Rebound, Carver. Carver with another rebound, puts it in.
Good job by Caden Carver for the Trojans, not giving up. You know, he had Schweer down there bat the first one and just couldn't get that second one, just barely missed it.
We are tied at 15. 5:45 to play. And a whistle. Looks like Carver got him reaching in. No, they won't call that. What they call 3 seconds? Or?
I think they're going to call this shove. Something, I don't know. They didn't.
I think it was 3 seconds.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, there's no foul called, so.
Persley.
Right. Back we come, Cameron. Fast and furious.
And taking it to the hole was Timblin, no good.
Dylan Schweer's taking over the glass as soon as he's gotten in here.
He and Bloodgood both.
They are skying and they are having fun out there.
Into Robbins from Scott. Robbins, turn around. No good.
Get in there, Schweer.
Schweer with the rebound, no good. Carver gets the rebound for Osawatomie. Bringing it down against Scott. Takes it to the hole. Got it.
Yeah. Caden Carver is very athletic. He can throw up those shots, and they're going to go in a lot of times.
Colby Jones will be coming back in, the big man for Osawatomie, but there's Robbins underneath. A nice feed from Partita.
Very good look. Buffaloes are firing on all cylinders. Let's keep up the defense.
We are tied at 17.
They have fought their way back into this thing.
Persley for 3. Good. Wow.
That kid is deadly, and he's got most of their points tonight.
He doesn't need much time for release.
Oh, he is such a pure shooter. And man, and he's only a junior. Good grief.
Scott to Bloodgood. Bloodgood takes it right to the hole. No foul called. And now they're going to call on the baseline, so it goes to Osawatomie.
Yeah.
Good aggression by Bloodgood.
Good aggression. He got into a little bit of trouble, but again, I like his aggression. I like where Bloodgood's head is at there. And he'll get that basket to fall.
Well, we're taking it to the hole, I think, more than we have.
You know, interesting to note, Colby Jones, number 44, comes back in for the Trojans with 2 fouls, with still almost a little under 4
halfway to go, yeah.
Left. Yeah. It's kind of a dangerous call there by Coach Jones. Pitts, sorry.
There's a 3-point attempt, no good, but he got his own rebound and no good. That was Boyd Cole, and he drew a foul. Going up on his on the putback.
Yep. So Osawatomie is definitely staying aggressive. They've kind of switched their game around from lighting it up from the threes. Obviously, Persley's still doing it, but they're trying to take it inside as well.
That's Bloodgood's second foul. First shot, no good. 20-17 our score. Osawatomie up with 4:07 to play here in the first half.
Hopefully they keep missing these free throws that won't hurt the Buffaloes. 11 fouls total in the game for both teams.
Second shot up, no good. Here come the Buffs. Justin Scott.
Let's work the ball around. Let's find it inside.
Over to Hyde. Hyde taking it to the hole. Got rejected, but it's going to stay with the Buffs.
Good play there. I think number 2, Romeo Smith, blocked that shot. But you got to hand it to the young kid.
And again, Brock took it strong to the hole. So Justin Scott now with the ball. Out to Weirs. Weirs looking inside. Over to Brock Hyde. Over to Josh Robbins. Robbins dribbles, penetrates, dishes it off to Brock Hyde. Brock gets control of it, goes up and is fouled on the shot.
Good job by Josh Robbins there. He was kind of an acrobatic circus pass into Hyde on the inside, and Hyde picks up the foul.
And he lost control and regained it.
Yeah, good job. I like Josh Robbins. He is so electric. You know, he's just a sophomore, and he's just bubbling with talent.
Making things happen.
Can't wait to see this kid, you know, as he continues to progress and grow in this.
Here's Brock. Good. Brock wearing his signature green socks.
Yeah, those things, those look like he's ready for St. Patrick's Day, maybe.
You know what? I love it. Between him and Chase Bloodgood's headband.
Yeah, man, they definitely got their swagger out here, the Prairie View Buffaloes.
And he sinks them both, so Prairie View down just one, 20-19 with 3:30 to play.
And Prairie View is in the single bonus right now.
And there's a loose ball. Justin Scott comes up with it, trying to go down to Weirs. Weirs up, no good. And loose ball goes to Osawatomie and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans.
Yeah, again,
good job by Dylan Schweer.
Yeah, Dylan did a good job. Josh Robinson there on defense as well. Made a couple of good defensive plays. The ball will stay with Osawatomie.
Timblin into Smith.
It's every time they stop the ball, it's kind of like it stops all this momentum, and I just want it to keep going. It's great. The energy is impressive from not only the fans but the players.
And there's a throwaway, unforced turnover by Timblin.
Wasn't ready for that pass, I don't think, on the inside. Went right through his legs.
So it's Prairie View's ball with a chance to take the lead. 3:08 here in the second quarter.
Again, Cam, a point to note that Prairie View's in the bonus now, so everything from here on out will at least get one shot for the Buffaloes.
Brock Hyde, top of the key, goes to Robbins. Robbins always looking to penetrate, goes up, no good.
So there was blood
almost
again, ready to slam that home.
Sure was. And here comes Osawatomie with Pursley.
Good closeout by Robbins on Pursley. They cannot leave that guy open.
Carver driving. He's fouled on the floor unless they're going to give it. I saw a push.
That's going to be number 3
it's going to be on Bloodgood.
Chase.
Yeah.
Coach is going to have to get him out, I'm sure, which is bad because Bloodgood's bringing a lot of good energy to this
underneath
Buffalo
the basket,
tonight.
especially.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he's leaving him in. I don't mind that. We've only got a little over 2 minutes left in the first half.
Pursley over to Cole, over to Carver, back to Cole.
Out Carolina, which makes me think.
There's Pursley for 3 again.
That was what I was afraid
of. Off
of.
the mark. Brock Hyde and Dylan Schweer get the rebound. Here comes Robbins. He's going to take it to the hole. No good, but there's Bloodgood. And Bloodgood with no foul called.
Yeah.
But it stays with the Buffs.
Number 2, Romeo Smith went up and blocked the shot, but he also hit Bloodgood right in the face. No call. Buffaloes will keep the ball, though.
2:10 to play, 1 point lead for the Trojans. And there's a throwaway. Romeo Smith with the ball. Gets it off to Pursley, no good. Smith with the rebound, rejected by Bloodgood.
Woo! Chase Bloodgood skying for that block.
Dylan Schweer with the hustle, but it went out of bounds on him. Goes back to the Trojans, but Chase Bloodgood right there.
With 3 fouls, and the kid is still just as aggressive as he's been all game. Another great block there by Bloodgood.
Well, a senior.
Senior leadership. He's bringing the noise. He's bringing the energy tonight.
Carver in the corner now, trying to get it into Cole. Does no good. Cole goes up again and hits it. Colby Jones, I should say.
Yeah, Colby Jones is a presence inside that we've got to make sure we keep under control. Pursley and Jones, those are the guys we got to keep an eye on.
Justin Scott looks to dish it off. Does to Schweer, who misses it, but gets his rebound, misses it. There's Robbins to follow. Josh Robbins.
Schweer and Robbins were working hard in there, and Robbins comes away with the basket.
Boy, I am impressed with our rebounding. We're getting second and third shots.
Against a taller Osawatomie
team. Yes.
We're doing the fundamentals, boxing out, getting good position.
There's another 3 from Pursley, no good. There's a rebound, though, into Colby Jones, good. That was a nice job by Romeo Smith to get the rebound and feed it into Jones.
Yeah, and Jones is right there waiting, just like he always is, ready to put that off the glass.
Under a minute now, 24-21, Osawatomie on top.
You can see
Brock Hyde for 3, no good. And Bloodgood gets the loose ball, back to Scott. 45 to play. Scott over to Hyde. Hyde dribbles, gets it to Dylan Schweer, fadeaway, got the bounce.
Nice job, Dylan Schweer. The Buffaloes moved that ball around. They found their open shot, and Schweer knocks it down.
30 seconds to play, 1 point lead for the Trojans.
Back and forth, seesaw battle, which is what we thought we'd get tonight, Cam. It's exciting.
Romeo Smith with the ball, tries to get it into Jones. Back out to Smith, though. Pursley fakes, and they call him for traveling.
Unforced turnover, unforced error there. I believe they got Pursley for the travel or stepped on the end zone, on the end line, but either way, back to the Buffaloes we go.
No press. Let's see if they go for the last shot here of the half.
15 seconds left. I mean, they can get the lead.
Take what you can get.
And they will, and that's what the Buffaloes have been doing all night. Just take what the defense is going to give you.
So Justin Scott coming down, nice and calm.
Takes a look at the clock.
Top of the key. And lost control of it. Down on the floor. Gets to Schweer for 3. Down!
Dylan Schweer to end the half.
Wow.
To give the Buffaloes a a 2-point lead, Cameron.
Wow.
That's some fun. That'll give all these fans here at Prairie View High School something to cheer about.
Another senior
stepping up. Bam, and hitting that. And you got number 21, Otis Jacobs, coming out and wiping off the court.
Oh, I like Otis. I like
Otis. Such a good kid.
Yeah, 26-24 is our score. Prairie View takes the lead at the very end of the first half.
You know the worst thing about this game so far is that we had to stop.
Right. Yeah,
I wanted to keep going.
It was getting good. Now, what are your thoughts on adjustments here?
You know, I don't really. The adjustments, they don't really need to do anything.
I don't think Prairie View does.
Don't get away from what we were doing. Keep working the ball around in the offense, whether it's inside or outside, because when we work the offense, when we don't force the shots, we got higher percentage shots and we're hitting them.
And we're taking it to the hole. So, and when we're getting second and third shots, I'm very impressed with the way Prairie View has matched rebounding.
Yeah, the only thing that I'm worried about is we got Brock Hyde has 2 fouls and Chase Bloodgood has 3.
Yeah.
So we've got to be careful. Those are guys giving us some good minutes tonight, especially Bloodgood. His energy is really just fueling this Buffalo team, and I'd hate to see that have to come off the court.
We've seen him up above the rim 3 times tonight.
You know, and now Cam, if we want to talk about adjustments, we've got to get Chris Persley shut down. The kid's hit 3 or 4 3-pointers.
His release is so fast, it's hard to guard.
He can do it from almost half court.
Right.
He's just so silky smooth. You just got to get guys out on him. The Buffaloes were doing good coming out and closing out, but as soon as they came out too far, then it seems like that opened up the inside for Colby Jones to get going on the inside.
Right.
So we've got to balance. We got to stay in that zone. Got to make sure we don't get too far out extended, but we can't stay too far down below.
And we got to use the body against Colby Jones. Hopefully, draw some fouls, get him back on the bench too.
He's sitting with 2 fouls. I'm surprised that Coach Pritz brought him in with 2 fouls with so much time left in the game. It paid off. He got about a couple more baskets, and he stayed in the game with only those 2 fouls.
But again, the rebounding is there for Prairie View. They've had I counted 4 point-blank shots that we missed.
Yeah.
Those need to go down, and they eventually do fall.
And they
keep it up.
They started cleaning those up. And it got us back into the game.
Right.
Looks like we got Tracy Conda talking now.
Yeah, we're going to turn it over to the band and give you a break. We'll be back in about 7 minutes for the second half of this action. 26-24, Prairie View on top. We'll be back.
You guys just heard there, they're congratulating and recognizing the men wrestlers, Hunter Boone, Chance Gerlman, and Noah Nordgren advancing to state. I don't think Bodie Eisenhower was potentially here tonight, but he has definitely punched his ticket to state as well out in Salina, Kansas. And then Copenhagen Browning and Kylie Eastwood for the Prairie View women wrestlers. They also are going to state, and they'll be out in Salina, Kansas as well. So congratulations to our entire Prairie View wrestling program, and especially those wrestlers who have advanced to state. Can't wait to see you guys out there, and good luck to Prairie View wrestling. We'll sign back off here. Got about another 5 minutes and 23 seconds before we start the second half. James McCarthy and Cam Johnston will be back with you here shortly.
wrestler meeting Wednesday. Next Wednesday, March 4th at 6:30 in the cafeteria. Again, that's for anybody who wants to take matters in this meeting.
And this is Cameron Johnston and James McCarthy. We're back with you on the Prairie View Buffalo Network.
Yep, about to get this thing started again here, Cam, in the second half. Can't wait. I just want to give another shout out, as you guys saw right on here on the Buffalo Network. We got some recognition for our state qualifying wrestlers, Chance Grolman, Hunter Boone, and Noah Norgren. I don't think Bodie Eisenhower is here. He did qualify, I believe he's going to be hurt and not able to wrestle, from what I'm hearing. Again, that's out in Salina, Kansas. And then our girls, Copenhagen Browning and Kylie Eastwood, as well qualified for Prairie View. And a little shout out to former Prairie View alum Joey Awalp. He wrestles out in Baldwin County,
yes,
out in Great Bend, and he qualified for Nationals last weekend in Miami, Oklahoma. The Nationals are next weekend in Council Bluffs, Iowa. He placed third in the NCAA District Championships and has a good shot at being an All-American. It's his second year in a row for qualifying. So
excellent.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to him. Now get him out of Miami, Oklahoma, because that's the place where people go to get married. We don't want him married yet.
Congratulations, Joey Wall, PV alum, doing a lot of good things after his time at Prairie View, which so many of our student athletes and kids move on from Prairie View and
bet.
do many great things out in the community. So good
So
job.
here we go. Second half started, and it's a 2-point Buffalo lead. Osawatomie with the ball. Into Jones, but is quickly intercepted by Partita up to Weirs. Weirs going to take it to the hole. Good.
Nice
and there's
job.
what I'm talking about. They're going to fall.
Yep.
Eventually.
Eventually, Jesse's going to keep chipping away on those things. Like you said, Cam, it paid off for him.
So now Osawatomie with the ball.
Back in their 2-3 zone, which has worked all night for them, as long as we pop out on those players that don't get too far out.
Right. Carver to Pursley. Pursley out to Timblin. Timblin over to Cole. Cole back to Carver. Carver in the corner. Gets it inside to Jones. Turn around. No good.
That was
nice job by Brock Hyde.
Yeah, Brock Hyde, and then Partita blocked him over the top as well. Very good job.
Ryan Robbins now up at the top of the key. Gives it off to Scott. Back to Robbins.
This is a Trojan team that's second in the conference right now as far as standings.
You bet.
And the Buffaloes are
big game for him.
Having a great game.
Into
right
Colby
now.
Jones, goes back up. Hyde is going to foul him.
They're going to get Brock there. It's going to be his third foul.
Now he may have to take a seat for a while.
Yeah, and having Brock come off the court, that's not something
and
he
knows
see.
it. He knows it.
I'm looking down at Coach Bollinger, and he's just shaking his head.
Well, Brock already knows he's standing here. Well, he's having a little chat with the ref about what he did. But
yep. And
First shot's no good.
And that's okay.
Absolutely. Get some communication so he doesn't do it again.
When kids can do that instead of, throwing a temper tantrum or hitting the floor, he came and asked the referee what he did so he knows and he can educate himself.
Classy. Schweer in for Hyde. First shot was no good.
I can't say enough about these Prairie View athletes, too.
I know, it makes you proud of them. Second shot is up by Jones and good, so it's 28-25 Prairie View. 6:53 here to go.
These Buffaloes look determined, Cameron.
This would be considered an upset if the Buffaloes could pull it off. Here's Robbins and looks to get it out to Weirs, but no good.
Josh had a good thought there.
Might have taken it himself.
Might have taken it himself, and I think that's what Dylan was thinking.
Right.
I'm sorry, Jesse was thinking he was coming in to crash the boards because he thought Josh was going to the basket.
Cole with the ball, he gets it off to Carver in the corner, and to Jones. Back outside now to Timblin.
Good defense by Schweer
to Carver. You can see Schweer and Jones battling underneath.
Jones is 6'4", big boy.
He's got it. He takes it to the hole. No good. Rebound Robbins.
Schweer listed at 6 foot, and Schweer is holding his own in there against Colby Jones.
Here's Robbins for three. Off the mark. It's rebound by Boyd Cole, and he's taken it himself so far. To Pursley for an uncontested. No good. Ball bounced back out.
Offensive rebound there for
Pursley for three again. He's not afraid. He drains it.
And you know what that did, Cam? They got their offensive rebound and gave Pursley another shot at the three, and he drains it.
We are tied at 28 with 5:44 to play.
They cannot give up those offensive rebounds to Osawatomie. No second chance points.
Jesse Weirs to Robbins. Robbins, no good. Rebound to Boyd Cole. To Pursley.
Again, I don't want to get away from working the ball around like we did in the first half. We've got to take good shots. Don't force the shots.
Good defense by the Buffs so far. Working the ball around. See Pursley waiting out on the three-point. Carver goes up. No good. Rebound Robbins.
You're right. Pursley was waiting for that kick out. He was wide open again. We've got to lock him down.
Here comes Robbins to Partita. Partita fakes it. Drives it. Goes up. And he will draw the foul.
They're gonna get Colby Jones for his third foul. Looked all ball to me. I think Cameron and I are both kind of looking at each other,
shaking my head on that one.
That's why we don't have the whistles or wear the referee shirts. It's a tough job.
And it was in our favor, so we'll take it.
We won't complain too much about
Isaac Partita at the free throw line for the
amazing senior here at Prairie View.
You bet. And he misses the mark. We are tied at 28 all. 4:59 here in the third quarter. And coming in is another big boy, Caden Fields.
Isaac's such a good
for Colby Jones.
Player, but man, I remember him tight end in wide receiver positions, catching those balls.
He had the hands to be the tight end.
Absolutely.
He really did.
Very athletic.
Second one goes, and Prairie View leads by one. So Osawatomie switches out the big men.
Yeah, they brought in like you said, 24, Caden Fields, and he's no slouch either. Caden Fields checks in at 6'4", but he's got
just a sophomore.
So Colby Jones has a few more years on him.
Look at the defense by Prairie View.
Yep, they've got that stretch 2-3.
But you got Pursley uncontested again, and he nails another three. To put them up 31-29.
Yeah, he's got pretty much all of their points except for a few buckets by Colby Jones on the inside. We've got to shut him down.
Here's Partita for three, no good.
If there's a box and one opportunity, Pursley is it, man. We've got to get him shut down.
Yeah, his delivery, and now we've got a trip foul on Justin Scott as Carver was going to the hole for Osawatomie.
Yeah, but he's going to pick up kind of a cheap foul there. I think he knew better. He didn't even look at the direction. He knew that was the case.
Second team foul for Prairie View. Inbounds by Osawatomie. Timblin takes it to the hole, no good. Rebound Robbins. It's going to be a tie-up.
You see what Justin did there? He kind of dared him to take that baseline, and it paid off, and Robbins got the rebound.
Stays with Prairie View on the possession.
And Osawatomie's back. There's no press. So this should be a fairly easy bring up. We can work the offense.
31-29. Big game here tonight. Osawatomie on top by two. Robbins looks to drive. Kicks it out to Scott. Scott drives. Throws it up. No good. And here comes Pursley uncontested for the layup. Good.
And that's Pursley's first 2 of the night. He's hit all 3s, everything else.
33-29, opened up a 4-point lead as Robbins takes it to the hole himself, and that's what he needs to do. Josh Robbins with the drive and the put down.
Remember how he took over that last game that
Yes,
was against Anderson County? I see Josh Robbins doing that. He's got that look in his eye again.
Justin Scott stripped it from Pursley. Pursley all the way across court to Cole.
Yeah,
back to Pursley. He takes a shot off mark, no good. That's what you got to make him do. Take off-centered shots.
It's almost like closer shots.
Off balance.
He's off balance. Yeah, he's not in rhythm. He doesn't catch it in rhythm.
Partita now. Partita with the ball, looking to drive, gets it off to Weirs. Weirs back to Partita in the corner. And back out to Robbins, to Schwer. Dylan Schwer, the senior, to Robbins, the sophomore.
Yeah, we're all bunched up over in the corner. They need to get back on their offense, the Buffaloes, that is.
Partita fakes, drives, still has control, gets it to Schwer, to Scott for 3, bang! Justin Scott!
Very nice. They worked it around, they were patient, and Scott found the wide open 3.
And we're going back and forth now, folks. It's 34-33, Prairie View leading.
If we can answer their firepower from outside.
And, they're going to get Partita for the reach. And that, you know what, that looked pretty clean to me.
Isaac made a good play to get around the defender there. And they're calling over the top, basically. Oh.
We got Colby Jones and Romeo Smith waiting to check in.
Yeah, the referee was trying to get them to go down a little bit so they could get the number for the foul into the scorekeeper.
So that's 2 on Isaac.
Yep, and that's okay. It's a little over 2 minutes left.
You bet. We still need him in there. 34-33, Buffalo's up. Here's a jump shot, no good. Rebound Schwer for Prairie View to Partita, up to Weirs, up to Scott, and it's in.
Justin Scott again.
Nice transition.
Justin Scott's having himself a heck of a game tonight. And that's on senior night, so he's coming in when the spotlight is squarely on him, and he likes it.
It's a 3-point lead. There's a drive, no good, but Jones is in there and blocked by Schwer, and they're going to call Schwer on the block.
Yeah, I hate to disagree because it's such a difficult job to be a referee, but man, Dylan Schwer skied, and it looked like he got mostly ball
Mostly
there.
ball, he did. Colby Jones at the line now. 3-point deficit, make it 2 now as he drains it. 36-34, 158 here in the third. Prairie View on top.
Yep, Coach Bollinger giving the signal to Jesse Weirs as he walks over. Everybody looks cool, calm, and collected.
Second one's out, and Robbins gets it. And he's bringing it down. Off to Scott. Scott for 3. Good!
And
Justin Scott.
His second 3 in a row.
39-34, the Buffaloes have opened up a 5-point lead.
Justin Scott is actually taking this game over.
And there's a turnover.
He knows the importance of this crosstown rival game, and he's not going to let this thing pass him by without taking his opportunities.
Here's Josh Robbins again with the ball up top. He looks to drive, dishes it off to Schwer, fall-away jumper, no good. Rebound, Partita, no good.
Partita did a good job to sky in there and didn't quite come down under control.
We're going fast and furious now. Boyd Cole tried to get it in, didn't make it. Prairie View back with the ball. Here comes Robbins, and he dishes it off to the wrong man. But it's okay. Here comes. There's a call on Dylan Schwer for the body on the shot.
Yeah, again, it's the same situation. Schwer barely bumped him, and he picks up his. Well, they should have 2 fouls now. Yeah.
Thad Timblin was the man he fouled, and he'll go to the line for Osawatomie.
Coach Bollinger is asking the same questions we're wondering. Where did that foul come from? It's a slight bump, so I'll give the referee that. But
well, again, you know what? We're headed at some point to a shot clock and replay. We're headed there.
You almost have to with the fouls.
First shot up, no good. Well, it's just a matter of the times we're living in, you know?
You know what I like to think, Cameron, is like whenever the free throws are missed, it's because the foul probably should have been called in the first place.
Yeah.
Is that a little bit too optimistic?
No, but second shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it goes off of Justin Scott and stays with Osawatomie. But I was talking about the shot clock and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a matter of time. These guys need to learn that to play at the next level anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
So
and
let's
and
instill
a lot of
it.
these guys out here on this court right now, we're going to play at that next
You
level.
bet. So Sawatomie with the ball down 5. 50 seconds to play here in the third.
Man, this is fun, isn't it, Cam?
You bet. And there's Swear with the block.
Swear says...
Boyd Cole goes up and Swear says no.
Swear says, not in my house, not in my gym.
And again, these boys know each other well.
Oh, yeah.
So as you watch this game, look at the heated action out there. It's good.
Good times. That third quarter coming to a close here, Cam.
And Romeo Smith throws it away. It's Justin Smith with the ball now.
Justin smartly took it off to the side. He knew that they want to get the last shot of the quarter.
There's Dylan Schweer, the jumper, good.
Dylan Schweer, it's a senior mania tonight. Justin Scott and Dylan Schweer are having themselves a heck of a senior night tonight.
20 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Don't leave that guy alone.
There's Pursley. He's gonna. Oh, he thought about it. Gets it back over.
Man, if I was Pursley, I'd think about it every time I had that ball.
Timlin with the ball. He's driving. He's gonna go up. They call it offensive.
Offensive foul.
Dylan Schweer.
Again, Dylan Schweer's doing it on both sides of the court, and that time he hung in there and drew the offensive foul. Dylan Schweer, senior leadership. That's what we're talking about tonight.
We've only got 3 seconds, so let's see what happens here. 41-34. Prairie View's opened up a 7-point lead. Here we go.
3 seconds. Come on, Jesse.
Jesse Weirs from half court. No good. But we have a ball game, folks, as we knew we would.
This is what we were hoping for. This is the kind of game that we knew would happen between these two teams. It's great that Osawatomie is up there near the top of our conference. We're making our way up. This only bodes well for the Buffaloes in conference play.
Absolutely.
And hopefully in the state playoffs.
It's like we said last week, you know, they were 3-1 last week. Now we're 4-1 in the last 2 weeks. Playing our best ball going into sub-state.
Yep.
You know, we may be 7-11 right now, but you never know what happens. It's just like football. You throw the records out when it comes to playoff time.
Absolutely. You know, our cheerleaders getting a little love from PA announcer Tracy Conda, as they should. Nice job by our Prairie View cheerleaders. And then Jeff Russell, Mr. Russell comes right in behind him with another great performance from the band.
He's a perfectionist.
He is.
You know, he really is.
And, you know, like I said, the first time I ever heard a concert where he was in charge, man, I was like, wow.
Well, it was a turnaround. It was an instant turnaround from in his first year.
Immediate impact, and we're glad to have him.
So here's Osawatomie. We start the fourth quarter. Prairie View up by 7. And there's a 3, no good.
Yeah, and
it was
I'm
Boyd
surprised.
Cole.
Boyd Cole. He hurt us in the first game, and we can't leave him alone just like Pursley, but Pursley's the one that's stepping up tonight.
Weirs into Hyde, and he's going to get fouled by Cole.
Yep. Speaking of Cole, right on cue, he pushes Brock Hyde out of there and picks up the foul. That's only his first foul tonight.
It's going to be his second, and it's going to be only the team's third. So Partita inbounds, gets it to Weirs. Back to Partita in the corner, back up to Hyde. And Hyde checking things out. Gets it to Weirs, inside to Robbins. Robbins to Partita, back to Robbins. Robbins wants to take it.
Man, you can just tell Robbins is just dying to take that shot.
Partita into Hyde. Hyde's going to use his muscle.
Get in there,
Goes up
Brock.
and in.
Atta boy.
Brock Hyde.
Again, they're taking over this game. They've got it up to a 9-point lead now. If we can keep stretching this lead, it might.
This would be a huge win. This would be a huge win and they're going to call an offensive foul on Carver.
22, Caden Carver giving the forearm shiver to look like Partita down low. You can't do that.
Well, it's looking like a little bit of frustration from the Trojan side.
That's exactly what that was, a frustration foul.
And again, no press.
Nope. Osawatomie stays back. They're content to let Prairie View bring that up to the court.
Prairie View's a good press breaking team on the boys' side.
They make it look easy, that's for sure.
Yeah. Here's Josh Robbins for
Get in
three,
there.
no good.
This place would have exploded.
Justin Scott gets a hold of it, and then Isaac Partita goes up, not fouled. He was rejected. Here comes Pursley and the Trojans.
And see there on that one, that was a lot of body there, but they let that one go.
They let it go.
You know, what do you do?
Well, we've only got 5 and 14 fouls, and all of a sudden now there's a whistle as soon as I say that.
I think they might get Partita.
I think they're going to get Isaac. Yep.
They're trying to muscle in down low on Caden Carver, trying to get position.
That's 16 foul for Prairie View.
Referee Shane Lichtag called him there down low.
So Partita has 3 fouls.
Looks like they're looking at Brock Hyde's shirt. It might have some blood on it. They're going to have to either get that blood cleaned off there or they have to tape it up, put a new shirt on.
Where's his mama? She's in the stands. She's probably got a Band-Aid in her purse.
I don't think that's Brock, so I think he's...
Oh, okay.
They're going to have to get that shirt off him. He's going back to the locker room. But he'll be back.
He'll be back. And Romeo Smith comes in now for the Trojans. It's 43-34. Prairie View with 6:35, trying to pull off this somewhat of an upset here.
Yep, Robbins, Schweer, Weirs, Partita, and Justin Scott on the floor for the Buffaloes.
Working the ball around. You know they're looking for Pursley.
Yeah, Osawatomie knows how to run this offense there. Like you said, they're looking for their sharpshooter. There he is.
Gets it back out.
Partita to get out on him.
There he is again. Getting it inside, back out to Pursley, uncontested 3, no good. And Scott was in on the hustle, and they're going to give it to Prairie View as Scott was going out of bounds and threw it off.
Justin Scott skied for that ball, pushed it out just far enough to get it away from the Osawatomie defender, and then they knocked it out of bounds. Osawatomie, that is. Great play by Justin
Great
Scott.
play. Here comes Josh Robbins. Robbins in the corner. Dribbling, trying to go, slashes, no good, gets his own rebound, and we've got a whistle. What are they going to call? They're going to call a tie-up.
Yep.
He'll stay with Prairie View.
Good drive by Josh Robbins there. He went up and he skied. I think he got a little bit of contact.
And followed his shot.
And then he fouled his shot and he couldn't get the shot off. But we retained the ball on the tie-up. Carver comes out for Osawatomie.
It's a 9-point lead for the Buffaloes. 5:52 to play here in the game. Weirs with the ball. Gets it out to Robbins. Robbins to Partita. There we go to Schweer.
Man-to-man
to Scott.
Or man-to-man defense now.
Prairie View doing a good job. Oh! Tried to get it into Robbins, and he does retain. Here's Jesse Weirs. And Weirs is going to... I thought they were going to call traveling on Weirs, but it was a timeout by Mark Ballinger.
You know, what's exciting about this game is obviously the two teams and the crosstown rivals and the Osawatomie contingent back here and the herd over here for Prairie View. They're going back and forth. It's a great atmosphere for basketball tonight, Cam.
We knew it would be, too.
Absolutely. So, yeah, again, 9 points has been the lead here for quite a few minutes. Back and forth. Shots have been, missed by both teams. Just can't break that 9-point tie. Hopefully we can push that up here with this next possession for the Buffaloes.
I think it was a good timeout by Coach Ballinger. This is it. This is the stretch right here, buddy.
Just kind of relaxes players.
5:26 to play. 9-point lead. Maintain.
And also give Brock Hyde a little bit of time to get that bloody shirt off, and maybe get him time to come back so we can get back into this game.
You bet.
A couple things going on there, I'm sure.
Robbins with the ball, gets it to Partita, over to Weirs, back to Robbins. Robbins contested, but he drives and gets it to Weirs, over to Partita, into Robbins. Robbins with a fake and a nice try, but no good. And Weirs tried to get it.
Yeah, they're going to get Josh Robbins over the back there.
That's all right.
That's all right. That's aggressive. Those guys had several opportunities, a couple offensive rebounds. They're working hard. That's only number 2 on Josh Robbins. 5 minutes left in the game. You just let the kid ride it out.
The clock ticks. Up 9. Maintain.
The clock is our friend, Prairie View's friend.
Now the only thing going against Prairie View is that they're in the 1-and-1.
Yep.
So here's the first shot, no good. Rebound Justin Scott. That was Boyd Cole on the miss.
As long as Osawatomie doesn't make their free throws, it doesn't matter whether 1-on-1, bonus, or whatever. So let's hopefully we can keep that up.
Justin Scott gets it over to Partita.
Good skip pass there by Justin.
Partita to Schweer to Weirs to Partita. Back to Justin Scott.
Keep working this clock.
Jesse Weirs looks to drive baseline. Ball slipped out. It'll stay with Prairie View.
Yep, Hyde's back. He got that blood off his shirt, so he should be coming back in. But really, I mean, might as well go with this 5. They're fighting, clawing, strapping. Nothing wrong with this lineup right here.
You bet. Justin Scott now with the ball. Just running their offense. Jesse Weirs looks for Schweer, and there's an unforced turnover. That's something we gotta maintain now. We gotta take control.
Still 9 points. The Osawatomie didn't hit their free throws on the last trip down, so they're kind of going back and forth. Nobody's scoring. We're turning it over and not hitting free throws. So keep Pursley off of that line.
Timblin to Cole. Cole drives baseline.
He got trapped down in the corner there.
Gets it to Pursley. Back to Timblin. Timblin drives, scoops. He's fouled.
We're gonna get Schweer for his 3rd foul there, and that will be a 2-shot foul.
So Thad Timblin will go to the line. 43-34. There's been no scoring in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's just been kind of back and forth, which is good for the Buffaloes.
Our advantage, yeah. First shot up, no good.
Yeah, and number 12, Thad Timblin, misses the front end of that 2-shot foul.
5'9" senior for Osawatomie.
Hyde's back in, got himself a fresh shirt on.
And second shot's up and good. So it's an 8-point lead. We've got a full court press now.
And you knew that was coming. Not really sure why Colby Jones is in the middle of that front court press, but that's okay. Isaac Partita breaks it, no problem.
Yeah, you clear it out. And there's Hyde underneath doing his hard work. Goes up. No good. Rebound. Schweer almost had it. They fight for it, and here comes Timblin. Timblin taking it to the hole. No, in and out. Rebound by Robbins. Here comes Timblin on the other side, picks him. But Scott gets the ball, and there's a call. Justin was on the out of bounds line.
He stepped right out here. Justin was hustling as usual. Josh Robbins didn't see the wolf, as they call that, coming up behind him.
Well, I was wanting to scream it, believe me.
I was too. I think several of them.
And there's Pursley, uncontested, no good. Rebound, in and
Boyd Cole wide open for that uncontested rebound.
Suddenly it's 6 points. But there's Schweer on the other end from Josh Robbins.
Just like that, so quick up and down the court as these Buffaloes. They're fast and they're furious right now.
8-point lead. Here's Pursley. Good. Took about a jump shot from the free throw line. It's 45-39. Robbins almost carried, but they gave it to him. Picks up the dribble, gives it to Hyde.
Buffalo, good job.
Back to Robbins.
Nice and calm. Get it across the half-court line. Work some clock.
Hyde to Schweer. Dylan Schweer goes up, no good.
Yep.
Thought he was fouled.
Yeah, he thought he was fouled. I think a little forced shot there. Let's get that thing working around and get some more clock work down.
6-point lead. There's Pursley again. Pursley's their man. He gets it out. And on the drive is good for Thad Timblin, who stepped up a little bit these last few minutes.
Yeah, the lead's only down to 4 now, Cam.
4-point lead.
Run some clock. There's the timeout from Coach Bollinger. Very wise use of the timeout. Osawatomie, this is their tempo now.
Well, as I said on the last timeout, these last 5 minutes are it.
Right. This tempo favors Osawatomie right now.
Right.
They're going to try to get Pursley and Cole open on the outside, and the Buffaloes need to calm down. They need to work the clock on the offensive end and take what Osawatomie is willing to give them. If their defense requires 9, 10, 11 passes, fine. We've got the time. That's on our side, and then get the easy layup. We've forced the last 2 shots, Cam, down on our end. And that's not boding well. They've got it down to a 4-point lead now.
I haven't seen Bloodgood yet again.
I was wondering that myself.
And I say that because with him and Dylan Schweer and Brock Hyde down below, we were winning that rebounding in the first.
We were.
And
I understand why Coach Bollinger's going with the 5 he's got out there now. It's a continuity thing.
Well, it is.
Guys fight through this.
It is.
This is building.
It's more of a transitional lineup,
Yeah.
for the transition back and down the court because that's the tempo right now.
They're building their character, their team building right now. Don't break that up. Let them fight through this.
Robbins in the corner. Gives it off to Partita. Back to Robbins.
Work that clock.
Taking their time. Robbins to Scott. To Hyde. Fakes it. Hyde to Robbins. Robbins guarded by Persley.
Yeah, Coach Pritz is telling his team to go for the steal now.
Jesse Weirs in the corner. Gets it back out. And the Buffaloes are working the ball around.
And let's get the shot.
And
right
there it is.
Easy
Hyde to Scott.
Hyde for Scott. Justin Scott.
Brock Hyde to Justin Scott.
Yeah, breakout game. Great job to senior Justin Scott with another basket.
And it's a 6-point lead with 1:40 to play.
And we burned about a minute and a half on the clock that time. That's great. We need another possession like that.
Boyd Cole gets it to Persley. He was uncontested there. Didn't take it.
He wanted to, but he was about 25 feet out.
And there's a strip, and it's going to go to Prairie View. It's off out of bounds off of Smith.
Good job by Partiti. Went on the floor, he threw it up. Number 2, Romeo Smith tipped it, and it went right out of bounds. So.
Isaac Partita on the floor. I love it. He's a hustler, man. Okay, inbounds, and it's taken by Colby Jones. And here's a 3-point play, or shot, no good. And Scott will take it. That was Boyd Cole trying to take the 3-pointer.
Got to calm down. We've got this thing. Good job.
Good ball. Jesse Weirs to get the ball back out front. And there's a foul. They'll put Josh Robbins. Hey, they've got the fouls to take.
Give. Yep, that's only number 5. That's going to go against number 2, Romeo Smith. That's only his second foul. So they'll keep doing that until they get into that 1-and-1.
We're set for a photo finish, my brother.
Man, did we talk about it? 5 or 6 point game, and here we are.
Jesse Weirs with the ball. Partita now. Partita's fouled by Colby Jones.
And that's going to be number 4 on Colby Jones. Right about a minute left.
You know, it'd be good to get him out with a second left.
You know, for the rebounding, and he's an agile kid, and he's a ball handler. They've got him at the front end of their press. So we know that he can do more than just rebounds and score.
Persley fouls Jesse Weirs. So now,
I don't know if you guys caught that, but Justin Scott threw up an acrobatic shot. It went on the far corner of the backboard, spun back down in.
Of course.
And they didn't count it, but
of course when it doesn't count, right?
Some style points for Justin Scott.
You know what? We know Justin's got game. That's for sure. First shot up, no good. It's a 1-and-1 situation now for both teams.
So now Coach Pitts for Osawatomie has got his team. He wants to get that 3.
Timblin into Jones. Jones blocked by Hyde.
I think Brock got a lot of ball there on the block. They're going to pick up number 4 on Brock. They're going to put Colby Jones to the line.
Yeah, I don't think it was a hand thing. It was a body thing for Hyde there on the foul.
Yep. And again, Brock's just that big, strong kid. Yeah. He's not afraid to go and bump around down there.
So Jones at the line, hits it. And it's suddenly a 5-point game, 45 seconds to play.
You know, Colby Jones hasn't missed many at the line tonight that I can remember, so maybe he's not quite the best guy to foul in this situation.
For a big man, he's got some touch.
Yeah, for sure. 6'4" senior for Osawatomie, Colby Jones.
Second shot, good. And now Jones comes out, and Caden Carver comes in for him. And here's a full court press with a 4-point lead for the Buffaloes. 45 seconds to play. Schweer gets it in and throws it out of bounds. An unforced turnover, and that is not what you want.
No, not
and
at
Jones
all.
quickly comes back in for Carver.
Yeah, they got that 4-point lead. I guarantee Osawatomie's looking for a quick 2, and then they'll come back and start that press again.
You bet. And the inbounds is taken by Schweer, and he's fouled by Colby Jones.
Great hands. Dylan Schweer.
Nope, they're not going to call him.
They're not going to Persley, but Dylan Schweer had such quick hands there. And I know Dylan hasn't had the most points tonight. He's got a lot of them. Justin Scott's obviously our leader.
He's been a workhorse.
Dylan Schweer has been rebounding, quick hands.
Workhorse.
He's been on the floor. I mean, he's had himself a heck of a senior night.
He's had himself a heck of a senior night. He's been player of the game before. This one goes up and in. That's a huge free throw right there.
We needed that right there.
42 seconds remaining, 5-point lead for the Buffaloes.
Still a 2-possession lead. Let's make it. It's still going to be a 2-possession no matter what.
49-43.
Now let's be careful. Let's not leave Pursley open. He's right over here.
And they don't even want to. They're taking it to the bucket. And there's a nice one by Smith. Romeo Smith with the putback and a quick timeout. So we've got 34 seconds to play. 49-45, Buffaloes on top.
4-point game. Exactly what we thought it would be like tonight. These two rivals going at it. You know, Prairie View is a little bit lower in the standings, but man, they're playing like they should be right at the top of the standings.
Osawatomie 13-6 on the season. Prairie View 7-11. But again, that's a misleading. You know, we're 4-1, like I said, in the last 2 weeks. So
Prairie View has played, again, I keep saying it, but it's where you want to be at this time of the year. Playing your best basketball, coming together, gelling as a team. Coach Bollinger has got this team cranking on all cylinders, and it doesn't seem like it matters who he brings in. Whether it's Schweer or Weir's off the bench or he's got Partita, it doesn't matter. Whatever combination Coach Bollinger has brought in tonight, he's done a great job of subbing.
Workhorses.
And getting the right guys on the court.
You know, the guys that have been coming in have been workhorses.
They've been doing the things you got to do. Not just looking to score, but looking to rebound, looking to get on the floor.
Loose balls.
Exactly. Doing the
deflections.
Doing the things you need to do. A well-rounded attack to win games. And hopefully we can pull this one off. 4-point lead.
So we're going to probably go to the line here if we can get the ball inbounds. Justin Scott to inbounds it.
There he is.
Looking, and it's deflected. Justin gets it back, and it goes back to Pursley, and he's backcourt.
Right here.
They call Pursley backcourt, and there's going to be an uproar about this. Head coach Chris Piss beside himself.
So what happened there, Cam, is the Buffaloes lost it. Justin Scott regained composure, threw it across half court, and the Osawatomie took it behind backcourt.
And now Scott is fouled.
And they call the backcourt on him, and Osawatomie is up in arms. The coach Chris Pitts is livid.
That's something you have to watch in almost slow mo to understand.
You do, to understand what happened there.
You and I were right here and saw it.
We saw it. It was a backcourt.
It was a backcourt.
On this side of the line and moved back behind the half court.
And had been touched.
Yep, and that's you can't do that. It was a good call. And Shane Lichtide, the referee here, made a good call, keeping Coach Pitts under control. You know, he told him, Coach, get back. And Chris did listen because he's an awesome coach and good guy. But
Scott hits it. Scott with the first free throw. It's a 5-point lead. 27.7 to play here for the Buffs. Trying to get the upset over 13-6 Osawatomie.
You know, I hate to say this, Cam, but somebody's got to lose this game, and these teams are both fighting it out.
Second one rattles out. I agree with you, buddy.
They're both playing hard.
I agree. And here comes Cole. He gets to Pursley. Uncontested three. Down. It's exactly what you didn't want if you're the Prairie View Buffaloes, and exactly what you want if you're the Trojans.
Calm down, guys. Just calm down. That's all right. You still have the lead. You have the ball. 18 seconds. We've got to find a way to get the ball inbound.
It's a matter of making free throws, brother.
They're going to foul us, and it's a free throw, stretch it out game. You're exactly right, Cam.
You know, it'd be good to get it into Justin Scott, but he usually brings the ball in, so maybe it's Robbins. But at this point, it's whoever can get open.
Robbins, Hyde, Scott, they're all great free throw shooters. I mean, get it into one of those three guys. Heck, it doesn't really matter, it seems like, who we get it into. Those guys, all the Buffaloes have been hitting free throws tonight. Even if we get one of those free throws, it's still a 3-point game. So a three-pointer is the only way that they can tie it in that situation.
The Buffaloes just silenced Pursley for mostly of the second half until that one.
Man, they had him locked down. They played the right defense the entire half. The other players stepped up. Colby Jones, Boyd Cole stepped in a couple of shots. So Osawatomie made the adjustments. Now Prairie's got to make the adjustments back. Get this ball in. Be smart. Handle the ball. They got their front guys, their front court guys up front. That's who we want. Get the ball to Hyde or Robbins.
Yep.
Let's milk this clock out.
So here we go underneath the basket. 18.7 to play. 2-point lead for the Buffs. And Hyde is fouled by Pursley.
Good foul there. There was only only a 1 second came off that clock.
Yeah.
And then now Hyde's going to go to the line for two.
Colby Jones will come in for Romeo Smith for Osawatomie.
Coach Pitts wants to get his tall guys in there for rebounding on a possible miss.
Putbacks.
But hopefully Brock Hyde can nail both of these free throws.
So here's Brock. First one. Up. Good. Brock Hyde.
Brock Hyde is a cool customer, brother, up there at that
Yes,
line.
he is. Yes, he is.
I think it's the socks.
I do too. I really do.
I mean, he's a good kid.
In fact,
but man,
if I had
those
the same socks, I'd wear them tonight.
I should wear those for the broadcast.
Yeah. Second one off. Here they come. Pursley. It's
Good
a 3-point game. 12 seconds to play. Looking for the tie. Looking for the tie.
Scott smartly got it. Found Boyd. You don't want to lose track of him.
There's Cole. He drives. He lays it in, and it's a 1-point game. And they're going to let
Buffaloes win, baby.
They're going to let the time go off the clock. Wait a minute. We're going to see if there was a timeout. We've got a timeout that was called by Chris Pitts in Osawatomie.
They're going to give them a timeout. It looks like they're going to put about maybe 0.5 or 1.5 seconds. We'll see what they talk about here.
51-50 is our score. Buffalo's up.
Prairie View thought that the clock had run out. It looked like it had run out. Now they're going to look like they're going to wind the clock down
I
here.
thought it was, it looked like 0.7 to me. But
point something, and that's going to be, as long as the Buffaloes can get the ball in bounds, then we should be okay.
Yeah, it looked like a 0.7, somewhere around there when I glanced over there.
If Osawatomie is able to steal this ball, I mean, we cannot let them they cannot let them have the ball here. Prairie View's got to inbounds the ball, hold on to it, go to the line, ice this game.
Isn't that something? You practice inbounds plays, and here we are.
Fundamental.
The inbounds play is the play of the game right now.
Yep, so it's going to be a similar play. Hyde's going to throw it in this time. He's going to try to free up Scott, probably Robbins, or anybody on the Buffaloes team that's got 0.8 seconds left, less than a second. Brock could just
He could even throw it down there, and Justin Scott could go get it.
Throw it in, and somebody touches it down here.
Absolutely.
That's right.
I was just thinking that same thing, the way they had it. Everybody was down here, all 10 players.
And I think that's what Coach Bollinger's talking about right now, potentially. If they just throw the ball in over everybody else, as soon as somebody touches it, there's no way they can get a shot off.
Right.
Wow, Cam. 51-50. This is better than we thought it would be.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But not unexpected.
But not unexpected.
The Trojans come in here like we talked about, 13-6, second place in our conference. Prairie View comes in at 7-11. I believe they're 5th or 6th in the conference right now.
6th in the conference.
So it's going to be a great, if we can pull this off, a great upset.
Well,
it's
2-1 head-to-head.
It is.
Prairie View would win.
We'll take it.
And against a rival, it doesn't even matter what your records are, as long as you beat them more than they beat you.
And depending on what Osawatomie does even next week, this could be a disruptor in that conference tournament.
Right, absolutely. This game means everything to them as far as sub-state goes and where they're placed.
Yeah, let's go. Throw it in.
So here we go. It's 0.8 on the clock. Brock Hyde throws it down for Scott. Scott.
That's the ball game.
That's the ball game.
What we needed right there.
And Prairie View with a big win over Osawatomie tonight, 51-50.
Very great game. Couldn't ask for anything better. We knew that these teams, Cam, were going to bring it tonight. We knew that it was going to be exciting. We knew the crowds were going to be involved. And these teams didn't disappoint.
I'm very impressed. Again, 13-6, 2 wins against them. Says a lot for our boys. And Osawatomie, you got to give it to them too.
Yeah, they played a great game. Osawatomie has a great basketball team, and they're well coached. But Prairie View has just been playing so well these last 4 or 5 weeks.
5-1.
And when you're on a roll, you know how they work in sports. When you're on a roll, anything is possible, and they made this win possible. And Osawatomie made it close. I mean, that's exactly what we thought that they would do. Keep it close, an exciting, fast-paced game, and Prairie View takes it by 1 point, 51-50.
Okay, so our player of the game for Prairie View, it's easy. It's kind of easy.
It's senior Justin Scott.
Yeah.
He probably had the most points that he had all season. But
Dylan Schweer,
it's
too.
real hard to not give it to Dylan Schweer.
Well, let's go.
Dylan
Let's do a
Spears,
co.
Justin Scott.
You bet.
Co-MVPs.
I'm with you on that.
You know, and I think it's a pretty hands down Chris Pursley. From the Osawatomie Trojans.
He could hit it from anywhere. His delivery is so quick. It was so hard to get in his face and block those shots. And
Yeah.
man, you can tell he spent a lot of time in the driveway.
That kid's a good kid, good shooting kid. He's a junior, so he'll be back again next year. We'll have to watch out for him then. And that kid's going to be the catalyst to their run in the playoffs this year for Osawatomie.
Great win for the Buffaloes.
Great win, 51-50. Great coaching, great, playing, good in energy, intensity, all the way around. Couldn't ask for a better game, Cam.
Couldn't ask for a better game. This is Cameron Johnston and James McCarthy. We're here with you on the Buffalo Network. We will be back with you Thursday, starting at 6 with the women's and 7:30 with the men's against Wellsville, our last game of the season. And then we've got Substate to look forward to.
Yep, should be an exciting game on Thursday, Cameron. With Substate coming up, hopefully we're there with you on the Buffalo Network, and we can't wait to bring it to you live. Right here at courtside at Prairie View Buffalo High School.
That's right. Everybody have a great night. Cameron Johnston, James McCarthy signing off. We'll see you Thursday. Have a good night.